You gotta see the show. It's rock and roll. Oh, welcome to Touhyville for the 30th day of April, 2025. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome into the amusement park for your mind, the carnival for your cranium, the holiday for your head. Easy for me to say. I only say it every day. Good morning. Welcome to Touhyville. I'm Steve Touhy. She's Cheryl Touhy. Hi.
Hi.
Happy Adopt a Shelter Pet Day.
Okay, so important.
Mm-hmm.
So important.
Yeah. And there's no way that a pet doesn't, just make your life so much better.
Right, but you have to take the time and know what your limitations are and understand that it's a lifelong commitment.
Yes.
So it's not, oh, they're so cute when they're puppies and now, they're peeing in your house and you're like, you put them out by the side of the road.
Right. No.
They deserve it. They're living creatures.
Yeah,
so if you're going to adopt a pet.
I've never understood that.
Yeah.
Never, ever, ever.
Listen, I don't even understand not walking them on a leash or thinking that they're going to, you've trained them somehow that they don't see a squirrel or a side of beef and run right off.
I know.
I don't get it. And I'm sure there are dogs out there.
Yeah.
But I'd love to know what percentage of dogs people think are trained that are actually not.
Right.
Or that they won't listen. I'm not saying listen like when there isn't a side of beef or there isn't another cute dog or whatever.
That said, I'm always amazed when I do see those dogs like that.
Mm-hmm.
There was a guy I used to see when I lived at my other house. Mm-hmm. He would ride his bike all the time. And the dog would just run right next to the bike. They'd be just going, never diverted, never
Right. You and I talk all the time.
I'm like,
Ace would be all over the neighborhood.
Oh my
Ace
God.
would be to Kansas, God forbid.
Mm-hmm.
But we keep him on a leash no matter what. Right. He can't be in the front without us, without a leash. And he's always got his jingle jangle, I call it.
Yeah.
That's all the tags showing he's this, he's that, our phone number, our blood type, whatever.
Yeah. Well, and yeah, because I don't know, what he's going to
do.
Yeah. Or what's going to, there's times when I'm holding the leash and all of a sudden there's a squirrel and it, and I just feel it taut because I was just half paying attention. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. But anyway, today's Adopt a Shelter Pet Day. It's also Bugs Bunny Day. Do you like Bugs Bunny growing up? Was that a thing?
Realize it was a thing on some cartoons, but I don't know. No.
Elmer Fudd, Bugs Bunny, no.
No, I was more into the Coyote.
Okay.
Because I thought that was funnier. Where the cartoon stuff was funnier.
See, I like Bugs Bunny because he was a smart aleck.
Bugs Bunny reminded me of Tom and Jerry.
Oh, okay.
Where it was okay, enough already. Do you know what
See, that's kind of like how the Coyote and the Roadrunner were. It was the same kind of a thing. Yeah. And it always made me think of Six Flags. So it was always,
cartoons even a thing anymore?
Yes. I don't know if Looney Tunes cartoons are a thing anymore, but you have Paw Patrol. Our granddaughter was into Paw Patrol.
I'm not talking about Dora and all that stuff. I guess they are cartoons.
Cartoons, yeah. It's just their cartoons.
They're more episodic. Do you know what I mean? Things happen and they're not, it's not I guess things happen. What am I trying to say? Do you know what I mean?
It's consider just generational. It's just generational.
Yeah.
You're thinking of our Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Which was the Warner Brothers, I think. Porky Pig.
Yeah. Tom and Jerry, Bugs Bunny.
Mm-hmm. All that stuff.
Do you remember Felix the cat?
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful, wonderful cat. Yeah.
But we had episodic stuff too. Scooby-Doo.
Right.
Those were episodes.
Right. But Scooby-Doo was older. Scooby-Doo was kind of for older kids, right?
Sure.
I wasn't really into, the beginning, Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? But that was also a Saturday morning. So It was on Shabbos. Couldn't watch TV. It was in synagogue.
Jews hate the cartoons.
No, they don't.
Shalom.
Yeah.
All right. Today's denim day. I'm sure it's to wear jeans for a purpose or an awareness of something. I'm sure. I will.
I thought
I will
that
take
was
a look.
okay. I thought that was always like on a Friday.
They used to do things
Cash
like
day,
that.
casual
Yeah.
day,
Like
or
you
you
could-
had to pay $5 to
Towards
breast
a
cancer
cause,
awareness or
yeah.
something. Yeah.
Actually, it's got nothing to do with that. In Italy in 1992, after being taken to an isolated road on her first driving lesson, an 18-year-old girl was. What does this have to do with denim? Okay. Well, this is a lot darker than I expected. An 18-year-old girl was pulled from her car by a 45-year-old driving instructor and raped. He was convicted,
Oh my
but
gosh.
appealed, saying that it was consensual. The rape conviction was overturned by the Italian Supreme Court, and he was released. A statement from the court said that because the victim was wearing tight jeans, she must have helped her attacker remove them, which implied consent. This line of thinking would become known as the jeans alibi.
What?
Mm-hmm.
And what year was this?
1992.
Mortifying.
So that's why they have Denim Day today.
It says it's
is
Sexual
to-
Assault Awareness Month.
to
And this is
bring awareness to this. How to observe Denim Day.
see, like, yeah, that would be something. I'm sitting here dumbfounded that this is the first time I'm today years old at 57 to
Right.
hear this.
Mm-hmm.
And in 1992, I was in my 20s, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you had.
Yeah,
to
I
be.
had to have been because I was in Israel in 86.
That's when I graduated from high school. It was 92.
Okay.
So I would have been 17. I was just,
You rotten
I was
person
just-
adding that element to
I
this.
was just saying that I was 17 or 18, so
I
you
know.
would have been in your 20s.
I would have been your babysitter.
No,
Whatever.
I didn't have a babysitter.
That's wrong in a whole different kind of way. But anyhow,
Could-
yeah,
could
I
too,
just, I don't,
know.
1992,
Yeah.
someone is coming up with this kind of malarkey
Mm-hmm.
as a defense.
Yeah.
Now,
And it
what
works,
happened?
And it works.
Did it work?
Yes, it was overturned.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hairstyle Appreciation Day, Guide Dog Day. So it's Adopt a Shelter Pet and Guide Dog Day. Very
Okay.
important. Jazz Day, Noise Awareness Day. Be aware there's noise out there. Animal Advocacy Day, Bubble Tea Day, Honesty Day, Military Brats Day, Mr. Potato Head Day.
I loved Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head.
Did you?
Yeah.
Now, there were certain toys, and I don't know the reason behind it, probably just because I was into different things. There were certain toys that friends of mine had that I never did, and that was one of them.
Okay, we need to put that up as the poll question. Did you put up a poll question today?
No.
Okay, we should put up what was your favorite toy? Because you know how there were toys that other kids played with, and then toys that were cool that you never did.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking, all of a sudden you said Mr. Potato Head. I'm thinking Lincoln Logs.
Mhm.
I'm thinking Tinker Toys. Remember Tinker Toys?
Sure.
I'm thinking Mr. Potato Head.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of stuck on those three.
Now, okay, so what kind of toy are you thinking of? Like things that you put together, like Legos, things like that? Like
Things that we had in the house
Mhm.
that we either didn't touch at all.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Spirograph. Remember Spirograph?
Mhm.
Was it called Spirograph?
I have no idea.
Okay, so it was the circle. It looked like gears, and the center had a hole, and you
Mhm.
took a pen
Oh,
and you went
yeah.
like, and it made like the
Mhm.
spirographs,
Right, and then
like
together,
the little
it would,
thing,
like,
and then you
yeah,
took it
all
out,
these-
like
yeah, it looked like art.
right.
Mhm. So for me with Mr. Potato Head, I don't know why, but friends of mine had them. Like I would go to other people's houses and play with them when I was young. I never had a Mr. Potato Head when I was a kid. Not that I remember.
That
I'd have to-
explains a lot.
I'd have to ask my parents. And Lincoln Logs and what was the
Loved
other one?
Lincoln
What
Logs.
was the
Did
other
you-
thing? Jungle Gym? What was it?
Tinker Toys.
Tinker Toys. So I would build those things.
Tinker Toys. Or Erector sets. Remember
Mhm.
Erector sets?
Yep. So all I would do with them is like build things for my guys. And when I say my guys, it was like Star Wars figures, GI Joes, things like that. So I would build like a log cabin as part of my plan. Like this was their fort and things like that. So that's what I would use that for. So oatmeal cookie day.
You know what I like? Oatmeal cookie. I just made them, and they were like knockout oatmeal cinnamon butterscotch cookies.
Oh my gosh! All right. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Did you like those? Do you remember when I made them?
I do. Yeah. Yeah. No,
I liked those.
Yeah.
Just keep the raisins away from me.
Yeah, I'm not a big,
not a raisin
usually an oatmeal
person.
Cookie guy, but I'll eat them. You know, Preparathon Day is a biannual national day of action that takes place on April 30th and September 30th, referred to as America's Preparathon. It takes place during America's Preparathon National Awareness Campaign to get families and communities thinking about how to respond in the event of a disaster or other emergency. So be prepared for emergencies. That's what this day is for. Well, you said keep your raisins. It's oatmeal cookie day. It's also raisin day.
No, it's not. They don't get their own day.
You have to combine
Get
them,
out of here. Get out of here. Best day of my life was when the dentist looked at my parents and said,
no more raisins.
No more raisins or jelly beans.
Yeah.
And I wasn't like that big of a fan of jelly beans, you know. But when they said raisins, I'm like, yeah.
Sorry,
now there's
Mom. Can't have them.
Yep. Nope.
Sarcoidosis day.
Yeah.
Spank out day.
Do you remember when people got birthday spankings?
Sure. Yeah.
When did that stop?
When people started
got
suing.
Normal?
Yeah.
Yeah. Came to their senses.
Why am I getting called down to ER or to HR? I don't know. Maybe because you found out it was Dolores's 40th birthday and you spanked her butt 40 times in front of everybody. Right. What else is birthday spankings? That's okay.
My mom said they had to be hand directly on the butt.
What am I supposed to do? It's the rules. Ugh. Yeah. And lastly, Stop Food Waste Day is today. So that's always a good one. So.
Yeah, I couldn't believe how many advertisers did we have that would say they had all this food left over from a lunch buffet and they couldn't give it to the poor.
Yeah,
do you remember that whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh, it drove me crazy.
Yeah, which I'm not sure. I don't understand.
It was only allowed during a certain time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand all that. So, yeah, that's. I just watched a clip that Mr. P, Mike Pruitt, sent me because he's in Rotary, and they went to Indianapolis for this Rotary thing where they were doing these meals. The Indianapolis TV news covered it. So
nice.
Yeah. So Mr. P was in the background a number of times in his bright blue suit jacket and a hairnet. He was quite proud of that. So
oh, he had to wear a suit jacket? I don't think I've ever seen Mike in a suit.
So he wore a suit like for the conference because it was so nice. It was, and then they also did this. They packed all these meals in 1 hour, like thousands of meals in an hour.
I will tell you, if you've never done that, have you ever done that? Have you ever packed at a shelter?
I have not.
It's the greatest feeling of all.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take a lot of time.
It
just takes takes manpower. But we've done that. I think we did that every time in tourism.
Oh,
at
really?
some form or another. I would get there a day before the conference would start, and it'd be help the community day.
Yeah.
We'd either clean out this cemetery or whatever it is. But most of them would take us to a food pantry.
Yeah.
And it was so fun and so accomplishing. Like in your heart. You knew it was good. I still say that I don't even know if we have one around here where it's open on Thanksgiving Eve or
like for feeding the people.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would love to get involved in that. I did that once at a shelter in Chicago.
Yeah.
And feeding the less fortunate will get you grateful in a minute. In a minute.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting too because I was talking with Mike about this last week when he told me he was going to this conference. Because to be honest, for many years, I thought Rotary was just a place where a bunch of business people just went and had lunch. They just went and hung out every
Mhm.
Tuesday and had lunch. It was just like, I didn't know. Like
Mhm.
all this stuff. I didn't know it was a giving organization. I had
Mhm.
no idea.
Yeah.
So I met him and he told me about all the stuff they do. I
Yeah.
had no idea. I just thought it was,
Yeah.
oh, they get together and have lunch on Tuesdays. Okay. Well, I'm going to go home and have a sandwich. But that's cool. Go have fun. Like I didn't,
Right.
I mean,
But you didn't understand
was
how
younger and
important
I
it
just-
is
yeah,
in the
yeah.
community,
Mhm.
and it's behind the scenes
Yeah.
a lot of times,
Mhm.
which becomes a problem when you're trying to fund it, because you want to be behind the scenes. You want to be like
Right.
helping without the grandiosity, da 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 da. But
Right.
then when it comes to fundraising,
But then it's also
Yeah.
like people need to know what it is so they
Right.
can join. Like if
Yeah.
there's people that want to help, you can join Rotary and
Yeah.
do this. It's
Yeah.
it's not just lunch on
Yeah.
Tuesday. It's giving. It's
No.
doing good things for the community and for the state. It's all stuff. So yeah.
Well, in our community, I mean, all I know, like summertime, I feel if you went summertime, give me a word, right? I'd say fairs,
Mhm.
given.
Mhm.
And then honestly, the next thing that comes to my head is pork burgers.
Pork burgers from Rotary. Yep. Mhm. And that's how they fund those things. That's how they're able to do.
But
those
they're
things.
everywhere.
Yep. Mhm. Yep. Absolutely. So
Yeah.
all right, let's take a break. We'll wrap up the poll question from yesterday and get to today's as well. So stick around.
Wagner Lumber and Supplies is Jasper County's place for all things lumber and building supplies. From treated lumber to sheet metal, garage doors, and of course, pole barn packages. They're located in Rensselaer, but delivered to DeMott, Wheatfield, and all over Jasper County. Along with all the building supplies you need for your next big job, they're also a do-it-best center for hardware and have a great selection of DeWalt and Milwaukee tools. Visit Wagner Lumber and Supplies in person at 801 North McKinley or online at WagnerLumberSupply.com and like them on Facebook.
All right, honey, I'm heading out for my morning walk. Hey, neighbor, front yard is looking great.
Yeah, we picked up some beautiful plants from Clark's.
Oh, there's Scott. Hey, your landscaping looks incredible.
Yep, quick trip to Clark's for some rocks and mulch. It was super easy with their help.
All right, see you guys later. Honey, I'm back from my walk.
Great. Hey, I was thinking we should really do something with our front yard.
We should go to Clark's Garden and Floral Center. They have everything from plants to rocks and mulch to outdoor decorations.
Great idea. Did you come up with that on your own?
Of course.
Clark's Garden and Floral Center on Route 231 in Remington. Visit online at clarksgardenandfloral.com and like them on Facebook.
Well, Jeff, the news seems to be full of supply chain issues, delayed shipping, rising prices, and inflation. How's that affecting us here at Bjerk's Fine Jewelry?
Honestly, Liz, not in the least bit. Our prices are sharp as ever. Our values are the best in the business. You can compare the mega box stores, the internet, or even the big city diamond districts, and you still won't find the deals we offer.
Well, that will make our customers very happy, but I've heard that many businesses are struggling to find product and maintain inventories.
Not here at Bjerk's Fine Jewelry. We work very hard with our suppliers to make sure diamonds, gemstones, and jewelry continue to arrive and keep our selection fresh and exciting.
So let me get this straight. Our customers can stroll into Bjerk's and still get unbeatable prices, top-notch quality, first-class service, and the area's largest inventory to make the perfect jewelry choice?
You summed that up pretty well, Liz. But don't forget, we also have the area's largest selection of coins and precious metals bullion. Some dealers have really struggled to source sufficient quantities, but here at Bjerk's, we are fully stocked.
Jeff, we're pretty lucky to have been serving the Lafayette community for over 75 years.
Shop smart, shop Bjerk's, Bjerk's.com.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduce stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop taking prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. It may increase your stroke risk. Eliquis can cause serious and in rare cases fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. A spinal injection while on Eliquis increases risk of blood clots, which may cause paralysis, the inability to move. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding, unusual bruising, or tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. Medications such as aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners may increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
97.7 The Q.
Touhyville. Double the Touhies, double the fun.
It's going to be a long day.
I know it's going to be a long day.
A long day.
What day is it?
What day is it today?
Today is Wednesday.
Wait,
Is today Wednesday?
I'm going to need some help.
Looks like I'm going to need some help.
Well, that's why we're here.
That's why we're here.
Drink your coffee.
Go splash some cold water on your face.
Turn your radio all the way up.
Are you ready to be entertained? Showtime.
Welcome to Touhyville. Stephen Sherrill with you on this super duper hump day. Happy hump day. Yeah. Portion of the show is brought to us by Cripsey Head Start. They are taking care of kids ages 3 to 5 all over Newton, Jasper, and Pulaski counties. You can find out more by going to their website, KIRPC.net, or find them on Facebook, KIRPC Head Start. You can enroll year-round for your child as well. So it's any time of year you can get them enrolled. Find out more, like I said, on their website and Facebook page. Also, I want to mention our friends over at Jasper County Community Services doing great stuff for those 55 and older. Talk about bookmarking it there. We got the kids ages 3 to 5. Then we got the 55 and older getting taken care of in our area. Today is Wii Bowling. And that doesn't mean you and I bowling. Like
yes, Wii. W-I-I.
Yes, it's a video game. But
so much fun.
But you don't have to have like all the dexterity like to play the video games. It's a thing where you do motion. You should go. If you're even a little curious, you should go.
You don't have to carry a 12-pound bowling ball.
Nope.
It's just the Wii. It's
a
like
little
the
handle
little
thing.
remote.
Yeah.
And,
it's about as heavy as a TV remote.
It's about
It's today at 10:30 a.m. at the Rensselaer Senior Center. So make your plans for that. And then tomorrow is National Day of Prayer. And this is being observed at the Fozzie Senior Center on State Road 10 in DeMott. Morning prayer observance, Fozzie Senior Center breakfast, piano music from Louis Bertolette, and then guest speakers of multiple pastors from all over the area. So make your plans for that. That's tomorrow morning. Program begins at 8:30 with the music from Louis Bertolette going from 7:30 to 8:15. So if you just want to show up early and enjoy the music, you can do that and then be a part of the service as well. That's at the Fozzie Senior Center. Again, you can always find out more about what they're doing if you go to the Jasper County Community Services on Facebook. Okay. Speaking of Facebook, let's go and take a look at our poll question yesterday, where we had asked you if these added tariff things would affect your buying on Temu and Shein.
Now, funny, we talked about that yesterday because no sooner did I get home than the story was Amazon, or Jeff Bezos, said that he's going to be posting the...
And I just want to pause you for a second because that's what everybody was reporting. And this is exactly what you were just saying yesterday that you don't like.
Okay.
Is we can't trust the news.
Yeah.
So all over the place, I'm seeing Amazon has added a thing where you're going to get to see the added tariff next to the price. So much so that the White House
called him.
Well, no, they just went out on television and said that Amazon is doing this thing and it's evil.
Evil and treasonous or something like that.
It's hostile.
Okay.
It's a hostile act. Let me see. Because now I don't want to do the same move.
Yeah.
I sent it to myself. And now of course I can't. Here it is, Amazon. Okay. So, and this is where people, social media, what is considered to be real news, and I'm not trying to go down this fake news thing, where you light a spark and the flame goes wild. So here's what actually took place. Okay. At a briefing Tuesday, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt called the move by Amazon hostile and a political act adding that she had just spoken about the matter with President Trump earlier. Here's how this got out. Punchbowl News, which I have no idea what Punchbowl News is. Have you ever heard of Punchbowl News?
I'm looking it up now.
First reported that Amazon will soon display how much of an item's cost is derived from tariffs, right next to the product's total listed price. The move would directly illustrate to American consumers how Trump's tariffs are affecting the cost of goods. Trump, of course, put a 145% tariff on imports from China and a 10% minimum tax on all other countries. An Amazon spokesperson said to CNN, the move was never a consideration for the main Amazon site, and nothing has been implemented on any Amazon properties. Amazon said it was considering the idea of listing import charges on certain products on Haul, a spin-off website that sells items only below $20, probably similar to Temu and Shein, probably a lot of things out of China.
Mm-hmm.
But the change has not been rolled out.
Okay.
So Amazon never said they were doing it. Amazon never put it into place.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, one place, and this is what is disturbing me about when we used to watch the Newsroom. Remember the TV show Newsroom?
Mm-hmm.
How they would scream, we got to have two sources. We got to have two sources.
Yep.
And they would go, oh, well, this place and this place is reporting it right now. Right. But they're all quoting the one source. That doesn't make them a second source. They didn't confirm it.
Right.
One place put this out, and it shot all the way up to the top. And
well,
I swear to God, I'm not
okay. So you're saying that I get that it was not legit. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then tell me why the press secretary for the United States,
that's where I was going.
President of the United States of America, goes on and calls Jeff Bezos hostile.
That's where I was
whatever
going.
It is.
That's
so
where I was
how
headed.
does that happen?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know exactly how it happens. I know exactly how it happens. Because I'm not saying we're all the knuckleheads.
Yeah.
I'm saying they are. I'm saying what?
Meaning
slow down.
Yeah, right.
Okay. You had this guy at your inauguration. You don't have Jeff Bezos' cell number to go, are you doing this?
Yeah.
Is this real?
Yeah.
Somebody? I'm not saying President Trump has to take time out of his day to check on Amazon. That's not what I'm saying.
Right.
But someone down the line on the staff can't make a phone call to see if it's factual before we call this guy hostile?
Yeah.
And a political attack?
Right. I don't know. That makes me feel like here's how my brain works, that it was legit and everybody peeled back from it. Like somehow that conversation was had.
Oh,
you don't think Punchbowl just went, let's try this out.
Who's Punchbowl?
Punchbowl is like it's a paid news spot that claims they don't, they're not political. They're not political.
Yeah. Okay. So they may have gotten an idea about this Hall thing.
Yeah.
Maybe they talked to an employee.
Yeah.
And ran with it.
Yeah.
But
right, but you can't do that.
CNN
you can't report it.
Actually went and followed up and called Amazon and said, hey, are you guys doing this? And they said, no.
Yeah.
I don't know who said it, but no, we didn't say we were doing that.
Yeah.
And that's my problem.
Yeah.
With where we're going right now. And again, I'm not trying to be political. No. I'm saying I don't understand why it at every turn it has to be hostile.
Well,
it doesn't have to be that way.
And I don't understand how. I get that there's black, white, and then there's a lot of gray in between.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to know fact.
Mm-hmm.
And I get that some things are complicated,
mm-hmm.
but I guess, I'm just exhausted by it all because all I really want, I don't want any of the rhetoric. I just want to know, I don't want any of the stuff to gain here or to put this guy's flame out or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
There's a measles outbreak that's gone crazy.
Mm-hmm.
There's an anti-vax head of Health and Human Services.
Mhm.
What is going on? Because we do not have 4 years to go, I wonder if,
Mhm.
because there's babies dying over, people dying over measles
Mhm.
again. When have you heard that? I haven't heard that, and I don't
Yeah,
know.
no,
I mean,
there's an actual measles epidemic coming now. Yeah.
right. So, I mean, I guess I just want the facts so that I know
But this
that
is
we're on the right course. I have no idea what the course is anymore. I'm going to be honest with you, because if tariffs do work down the line, let's say,
Mhm.
okay, if I need to brace myself because my life is about to be hung upside down so that my kids have a better life,
Mhm.
and this course is going to take me through having to be so tight on my budget that I can't move left or right,
Mhm.
then give me the heads up, because I'm not a bazillionaire.
Mhm. Mhm.
All I know is that something that cost me $18 yesterday that now has an import tax or an import, whatever it is, cost of an additional $37, which
Mhm.
makes no sense.
Mhm.
I need to know what's coming down the pike when I'm sitting down doing my budget every month
Mhm.
and trying to work for what we are, a startup
Mhm.
media company. Like,
Mhm.
we are
Mhm.
doing everything we can,
Mhm.
yet, there's no loan programs, there's no this, there's no that, in
Mhm.
order for us to be
Mhm.
stabilized. Instead, we're like, okay,
Mhm.
but we can't make budgets personally or professionally
Mhm.
because it's a free for all. All I know, 1 minute we're charging, all autos are going to be, anything that's out of the country is whatever it is. And then some guy who runs between him and Canada, like his company has the rust proofing in Detroit, and it's making everybody nuts, and nobody can stably create the future
Mhm.
for themselves.
Mhm.
That's what's driving me nuts. And I'm just in the middle going, all right, either I'm too stupid for all of this, or I'm
Well, that's
so
what you were trying
smart
to
that
say
it's making
yesterday.
my brain hurt.
Yeah, you
Like,
were trying
one
to
of
say
the two.
yesterday that you wanted, more facts, and here's what bothers me. And at my core of who I am,
Yeah.
I'm going to say 90% of the time, let's slow down and look at everything before we get all mad. Let's take a minute and walk a mile in this guy's shoes. Let's see.
Yeah.
So,
right.
So this is why I'm so disturbed by yesterday, because I rarely say anything about any of this stuff.
Yeah.
News story comes out, press secretary comes out. It's hostile and evil. He's in league with China. All this. Stop it. This guy donated $1 million to Trump's inaugural fund and is producing a documentary focused on the First Lady. He's not anti-Trump.
Right.
He's
so
not
he
coming
wouldn't
for you.
flippantly- Right.
Slow down.
Right.
Slow down. It's okay. Dave says, good morning, YouTube. Have a great day. RFK is not anti-vax. He said he's not in a lot of interviews. So, okay. If that's the case, this will go back to kind of what we're talking about, where every story says he is. So, we're not making up that we don't think he is, I thought that was his whole platform.
Absolutely.
That's what I thought.
Pre-election.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. I thought that was his whole platform, because that's what I've heard. Rich says, too many people act how they're told, not able to use their own brain. Good old government and social media, LOL. Listen.
Right, but that's my argument.
And I'm going to say,
and
some of the bigger media, although whatever it is, fishbowl or
punch
keys
bowl.
in the punch bowl.
I'm
CNN.
But
CNN kind of knows news. They got on the phone and called right away.
I'm trying to use my brain.
Sure.
I did not vote for Kamala Harris because she was a woman.
Right.
I did not.
Mm-hmm.
I would have been thrilled to death had I woken up the next morning and she was in office.
Mm-hmm.
I did that because I can't handle, as a person, Okay.
Mhm.
We're as weak as our weakest link.
Mhm.
Right. So I know I'm not trying to get political. I'm just saying
No.
we're as weak as our weakest link.
Mhm.
We're as bad as our worst person. Okay.
Mhm.
So for me, yes, the argument, there are some bad people in this country that don't belong here and all the rest. I get it. And shipping someone's husband who is not a criminal back to the place where we gave him asylum from is a sure death sentence. Like it's as if we took the coaches, the great coaches, and we shipped them back, the Russian coaches, and we shipped them back to Russia. Let's see what happens to this guy and his wife. They wouldn't make it, right?
Right.
I'm just against arbitrarily doing that. So yes, I think we need to control who's coming in and who's coming out. Like then we can't just have anybody come in here undocumented. I get that. We also can't swing to let's be shipping people out to various countries that will pay to keep them in jail.
Right.
For us. So yes.
Dave says it's the media that's spreading that garbage. Okay, time out. Because this is where you're going to lose me, Dave. First of all, there is large media that spreads a lot of this, and there's so much media because here's the other reason that I get a little defensive because we're also in the media, and I know it's different. I know we're not thought of that way. I know
we're not.
Like Dave says, stop watching CNN. Listen, I'm not going to get into which news organization you should believe in or not, because I don't necessarily believe in all of them. What I'm saying is,
any of them, actually,
I have a hard time believing any of them. I get my news from Russ Martin, because I know he's telling me the truth. So that said, it's Dave. I hate to say it, but it's not just the media spreading the garbage. Because my point was, it didn't take but an hour of this story being out, and the press secretary was out calling the guy evil and in league with China. So that's what I'm saying. Slow down. I do, and I'm sorry if this upsets some people. I do hold my leaders to a higher standard than a phone call to find out if something's factual.
Right.
I hold them to a higher standard.
Right.
Sorry, I just do.
Right. And
all
I didn't
it
even
took was a
question
phone call.
I just thought it was going to be neat.
Yeah.
Honestly, because actually, I think that's a great idea. I would love to see what it should have cost me and now what it's going to cost me. Because now that we're trying to get, we're supposedly going to get back on track in terms of the middle class and all that stuff. I don't know how that happens if there's something that's $18 has now got an import charge of $37. I get that. Now, can I find that item here in America for whatever the middle amount is? So I'm paying a little more, and now we're going to have jobs. Like I'm in. I want to know why. I'm in, but I want to know why is it. And I'm not an unintelligent female.
And if it gets too expensive, I'm just not buying it.
Correct.
Doritos, 2 for $7, I'm in.
Right.
1 for $6.49, I'm out.
Right.
So Rich says, Touhyville media is the exception to all media.
Thank you. No, but it is maddening.
It is maddening. I'm getting worked up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
But you're trying to do things right. We're actually trying to do right, truth, justice, if you will. Like not to get, I'm not going to put on my Superman costume or Superwoman costume.
Yeah.
But it's very important to us, and we try to keep politics out of it. We don't want to talk politics, honestly. I'm not even a political person because
my thought has nothing to do with politics.
You won't talk about it at all. But I'll say.
But my side of this has nothing to do with politics. It has to do with government in general.
Right. Because now I'm living in it and I'm governed by someone I didn't vote for. And that's okay.
Yeah.
Because now the system works and that's he's in.
Right,
we have a democracy. Now he's in.
Yeah.
And I'm all about supporting that.
Right.
As long as it's not like, cuckoo. Like, So I'm trying to understand. And when I approach the news, I try to understand. And then I'm like, okay, here we go. COVID. Either the vaccine is going to help me or it's going to kill me. What's the deal? And it doesn't take 3 years of talking about it to
Mhm.
get the facts straight.
Mhm.
What put the guy on that does all the doctor stuff? Like, I cannot, but you can dumb it down, if you will, for me.
Mhm.
And I'm not a dummy, but I can't.
Right, but I didn't go to. I don't have my doctorate in anything.
Right. I mean, I do my breast exams and everything like
Mhm.
that. And they send me the report from the
Mhm.
radiologist.
Mhm.
And I have to go to my doctor and go,
What
what?
does this mean?
Huh?
Right.
I was there.
But that's why they went to school. They know the stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So instead of talking all the ology, this does that, lay it on me.
Mhm.
Do I need the vaccine? Because then I'm going to go get it.
Mhm.
If I don't need the vaccine and it's going to cause autism and I'm pregnant and
Mhm.
I'm not going to get it while I'm pregnant. Give me the facts.
Yeah.
Why are we twisting everything?
Yeah.
We're making this so difficult. My head hurts.
No, I'm with you. My head hurts, and it's only 10-7. So, all right, I got to take a break. We'll be back. We'll get to the poll question for today in just a little bit.
Weather sponsored by Rensselaer Care Center, recently named by Newsweek one of America's best nursing homes.
Wednesday, a 40% chance of showers after 1 p.m. Partly sunny with a high near 67. Wednesday night, showers and possibly thunderstorms. Breezy with a low around 58. Thursday, showers and thunderstorms again with a high near 72. Thursday night, showers and thunderstorms before 1 a.m., then more rain. Mostly cloudy with a low around 51.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
Rensselaer Iron and Metal is the picture of going green. Recycling metals is what they do. Keeping the metal business right here in the good old USA is what they're all about. Giving top dollar for your scrap iron not only helps keep your community clean, but it keeps our jobs and steel industry going strong. Remember, when you take your scrap to Rensselaer Iron and Metal, you're supporting your own economy. Rensselaer Iron and Metal, where your trash turns into cash.
So you're telling me I can get any Quiznos 8-inch sub for $5.55 after 5?
Yep.
So I can order an 8-inch Baja Chicken Club for $5.55 after 5?
Yep.
Or a Black Angus Steakhouse for $5.55 after 5?
Yes. Or a French dip, or a steakhouse cheddar, or a peppercorn steak.
For $5.55 after 5?
Yes. Only at Quiznos in Wheatfield, right across from KV.
$5.55 after 5 for any 8-inch sub at the Quiznos in Wheatfield. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Download the Quiznos app today.
Season to season, cab to cab, Ag Leader connects your entire farm. Ag Leader makes it easy to seamlessly connect your equipment and devices year-round and help you tackle farm decisions on the go, 24/7. Peterson Ag Service is your local Ag Leader dealer. Contact us at 765-314-3276 to get your full farm solution. There's only one way to do it all, Ag Leader.
Moms mean so much to us for so many reasons.
He makes the best grilled cheeses that I ever had. Watching some shows with her. That she takes me to the park. I make cake with her. She gives me a good night kiss. When she spent time with me.
Show your mom the love she deserves through the perfect gifts and forever flowers from another season in DeMott. She'll love you for it. Guaranteed.
To all our moms out there, thank you for all you do, day in and day out. Happy Mother's Day from all of us at another season.
Another season, 605 North Halleck Street in DeMott. Like them on Facebook, follow on Instagram.
Touhyville, now with even more Touhy.
Today is Wednesday. Wednesday. Do you know what that means? Oh, don't you know what that means?
No, please, tell me. Please, tell me. It means it's workout.
Wednesday.
Let's work it out.
Wednesday.
Work out Wednesday.
Work it out.
Wednesday.
It's an early morning workout. When is this happening?
And when is this happening?
Let's do it now.
Nope.
Nope.
I'm going back to bed.
Going back to bed.
Oh, well, the show must go on.
Welcome to Touhyville. Steve and Cheryl with you on this Wednesday morning, portions of which are brought to us by Virks Fine Jewelry. Turn your unwanted jewelry, coins, and collectibles into cash. Highest prices paid in a quick, convenient, confidential transaction. Visit them at the corner of 18th and Main in Lafayette or visit Virks.com. All right. Now, today's poll question is nowhere near any of this that we're talking about. So today is National Mr. Potato Head Day, okay? And Cheryl mentioned that she loved Mr. Potato Head as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And I mentioned that I don't even think I had one. I don't even think I had a Mr. Potato Head. So that leads to today's poll question. When you were a kid, what was your favorite toy? You said yours was Bozo the Clown?
I had a Bozo the Clown doll that I slept with till I was probably like 15. And I had put him on the bed at a hotel and the maid threw him out.
Oh, no.
And I never let anybody know because he was like my blankie. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And yep, he got thrown out.
No, what? Did you forget him at a hotel?
No.
They just came in and cleaned.
They came in and cleaned the room, and they thought it was garbage, because he was shredded. I mean, he was like, one of his arms was like. I mean, I used to have to like have my mom like put him back together again.
Oh my gosh!
Mm-hmm.
So is this why you don't like cleaning people to come in when we're on vacation? You're like, nope, they can clean when we leave.
Isn't that funny?
Does it go back to that?
Could be.
Is it traumatizing? Yeah.
But I don't like. Yeah, I don't. Because you can mistake stuff for
yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I was crushed. I was like, there was nothing you could do.
Mm-hmm.
But I was a speaker at a conference.
Mm-hmm. I think it's funny. I think it's an older way of thinking. Like, because when I was doing stand up and I would stay in a hotel for a week,
mm-hmm.
I never would have the cleaning staff come in. Like, I would get extra towels and stuff, but I would just leave the do not disturb on the whole time.
Yeah.
When I was in Florida, we went from hotel to Airbnb. So I shared a hotel room with my mom for a couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
It drove her nuts, like that we didn't have. She's like, so we were there, I think 3 days. By the second day, she's like, we're going to let them come in and clean today, right? Like, I know you didn't want it yesterday, but we're going to let them like, I'm like,
please.
I'm like, you don't make your bed at home. What do you need this for? Like, but yeah, it kind of drove her nuts. She wanted it to be.
Yeah.
So, all right. So head over to the Touhyville Show Facebook page, like us, of course, and answer the poll question. What was your favorite toy as a kid? Trying to think if I had a favorite toy. Like,
well, you're army guys.
I mean,
did you have a Batman little like?
I did have Batman stuff, but it wasn't until later that they had Batman the size of G.I. Joe. The Batmans were bigger, so it was harder to play with. Like, it was more like, I think maybe that's why I have them on display right now.
Mm-hmm.
But like my friend had a carrying case for his Batman guys that opened up and became the Bat Cave. And I was so jealous. I was like, yeah. And I remember when he told me that he just didn't like it anymore and he threw it away. And I was like, no, I would have took it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Throw it away.
Why would you throw it away? Yeah. So yeah, I probably had Batman favorites, but yeah, my guys, I mean, like, I just had all my, because I played imagination. I mean, it was like I'd have big, fights between G.I. Joe guys and, and the Lone Ranger would be on the same side.
Well, you could play like that for hours.
I would.
Yeah.
It was. So for me, it was probably like G.I. Joe figures and stuff. So, all right. Answer the poll question. We'll keep you updated throughout the morning. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we got Frank with sports. I'm sure he'll be talking about the Pacers moving on in the playoffs past the Milwaukee Bucks. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So way to go for them.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and then we'll come back, and then we got all kinds of fun stories to dive into this morning. So stick around.
So you're telling me I can get any Quiznos 8-inch sub for $5.55 after 5?
Yep.
So I can order an 8-inch Baja Chicken Club for $5.55 after 5?
Yep.
Or a Black Angus Steakhouse for $5.55 after 5?
Yes. Or a French dip, or a steakhouse cheddar, or a peppercorn steak.
For $5.55 after 5?
Yes. Only at Quiznos in Wheatfield, right across from KV.
$5.55 after 5 for any 8-inch sub at the Quiznos in Wheatfield. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Download the Quiznos app today.
When life takes you places and you can't get to the store, shop online with the new Strachan Van Till to Go. It's easy to use. Register using your rewards account login and password. Fill your virtual shopping cart. Choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Till team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save money with your online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple. Food made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
George Aid Memorial Healthcare in Brooke, Indiana offers a spectrum of personalized services, whether it's short-term rehabilitation or long-term care. Each resident experiences a tailored approach to their healthcare needs and well-being. Residents engage in community activities, including delightful trips, and can also take advantage of convenient transportation services. George Aid is more than just for the elderly. They have workplace injury, outpatient rehab and therapy services that ensure every individual's needs are met with expertise and compassion. Visit georgeaid.org or call them at 219-275-2531. George Aid Memorial Healthcare. We care for you in a quiet country setting.
This is a paid sponsorship, not an endorsement by this program or station. Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplane.us. Texting and rules for recurring automated text marketing messages. Messaging data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. Consult a doctor prior to use.
If you've thought about trying Ozempic, Wegovy, or other GLP-1 medications, you probably know that they can be expensive and hard to get access to. But not anymore. There's this great company called Zelthy. They're 100% online, and if you qualify, their prescribers can prescribe medications like Ozempic, Wegovy, and other GLP-1 medications that are 80 to 90% less expensive. That's right. No long wait to the doctor's office or pharmacy. Everything is shipped right to your door. Zelthy can also provide semaglutide or tirzepatide, the active ingredients in Ozempic and other expensive GLP-1s, but for 80 to 90% less. This is a great time to see if you qualify for GLP-1 medications with Zelthy, and all you have to do to get started is send them a text. Just text IMPACT to 200-300. Don't wait. Text right now for a link to your exclusive offer. Text the word IMPACT to 200-300. That's IMPACT to 200-300. IMPACT to 200-300.
97.7 FM, WLQI, Rensselaer.
It's time for a check of news. This check of news brought to us by Ned Tonner, attorney at law, located across from Milroy Park in Rensselaer. Here's Russ Martin.
The Law Enforcement Division of the Indiana Department of Natural Resources stated the body of a Valparaiso man, 67-year-old Michael Barnes, was recovered from Lake Michigan Monday afternoon. Monday morning, a 911 call was received after a witness saw a man disappear under the surface. Reports say that the man had been fishing from the shore in Porter County when he went into the water to retrieve his boat that had drifted from shore. An unmanned unit with sonar and video located the man, and first responder diver units recovered the victim. He was pronounced dead at the scene. The Rensselaer City Council had a light agenda for their second meeting of the month on Monday, but we asked Mayor Jeff Phillips about additional preparation to extend city services to the west side of Interstate 65.
We're now looking to get the easement signed for the project where we can get water, sewer, and gas over to the other side. Once the easements have been signed and recorded, I think we're ready for the contractor to start, which we were hoping that would be sometime this summer.
Mayor Phillips talks about the town-wide garage sale this Saturday, fire department fish fry on Friday, cleanup week, and more during the entire interview that could be heard on our websites under the news and newsmakers links. There was the possibility that two superior courts in neighboring counties, Pulaski and Newton, would be closed if language added late in the session to a courts bill passed. We spoke with State Representative for District 16, Kendall Culp, whose district includes Pulaski County.
So these were courts that were less busy than others. We worked with the bill author. He was receptive to the concern about closing a court. Pulaski County specifically, which I represent, if that would have closed, then their index would have been well above what one court could handle. The good news is, so I'm happy to say that Pulaski County as well as Newton County courts were spared.
Representative Culp said he spoke with Jasper County Superior Court Judge Russell Bailey about what the impact would have been on the court here if neighboring counties had courts removed. Jasper Superior is already a busy court. The Indiana Department of Transportation has announced bridge deck overlay preventative maintenance work on the I-65 bridge over US 231 at exit 205 north of Remington will begin on or after Monday, May 5th. The work will include overnight lane closures to set up each phase of construction. 2 lanes of traffic will be maintained in each direction during daytime hours, with lanes shifted to make room for the work zone. This project will be ongoing through the end of May, and motorists should be prepared for changing traffic patterns in the area. The National Day of Prayer is Thursday, May 1st. Jasper County Community Services will once again be hosting events at their two sites at the Fozzie Senior Center just west of the US 231 and State Road 10 intersection near DeMont, with breakfast there at 7:30 until 8:15 and prayer observance and program at 8:30. At Rensselaer's location at 967 East Leopold Street, the program will be at 12:15 p.m. tomorrow. Several pastors will be taking part at each location. Enjoy the rest of your day and stay safe and well, everyone. I'm Russ Martin.
Do you have a will or trust? Have you prepared end-of-life directives? Hi, this is Ned Tonner, reminding you of the importance of planning ahead. I offer affordable will and trust packages, which include business and healthcare power of attorneys and living wills. Don't be caught unprepared. Let's get started today on your future.
Ned Tonner Attorney at Law is located on West Washington Street in Rensselaer, across from Milroy Park. Call 866-8888 to schedule your appointment. Local obituaries are sponsored by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Respect, dignity, compassion. 3 simple words, yet they mean a great deal to us. They represent those values we strive to offer each and every family we serve, just as we have for nearly 70 years. Jackson Funeral Chapels, Jackson Monuments, and Memory Garden Cemetery.
71-year-old Bonnie Walker of Rensselaer passed away April 23rd. A celebration of life service for Bonnie Walker will be Thursday, May 1st from 5 until 7 p.m. at Faith Pentecostal Church, Rensselaer. Memorials may be made to the Lewy Body Dementia Association online at lbda.org. Stanky Funeral Home has been entrusted with the cremation arrangements. Memories and condolences may be shared with the family at stankyfuneralhome.com. 62-year-old Jackie Davis of Wheatfield passed away on April 27th. Friends may call from 10 a.m. until noon on Thursday, May 1st at Boersma Funeral Home in Wheatfield. Services for Jackie Davis will be held at Boersma Funeral Home, Wheatfield at noon on Thursday, with Pastor Tim Hester officiating. Interment will be at the Cemetery of the Resurrection. Boersma Funeral Home, Wheatfield, entrusted with the arrangements. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to the family. 84-year-old Sylvia Tilly Edwards of Rensselaer passed away on April 16th. Graveside services for Tilly Edwards will be held on Saturday, May 3rd at 11 a.m. Central Time at Memory Gardens, Rensselaer. Jackson Funeral Chapel, Rensselaer has been entrusted with the arrangements. To share memories and or condolences, visit jacksonfuneral.com. 73-year-old Marlene Jane McDaniel Strasburger of Earl Park passed away on April 27th. Visitation for Marlene Jane Strasburger will be held on Wednesday, May 7th at St. John the Baptist Catholic Church in Earl Park from 10 a.m. Eastern Time until the hour of funeral mass at noon, with Father Sean Aaron officiating. Interment will be at St. John the Baptist Catholic Cemetery, Earl Park. Memorials may be made to St. Patrick's Life Teen or the Benton County Catholic School Educational Trust. Arrangements entrusted to Gertz, Windler, and Keller Funeral Homes, Fowler Chapel. Memories and condolences may be left at kellerfh.com. Area funeral arrangements brought to you by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Weather is brought to you by Jasper County REMC.
Wednesday, a 40% chance of showers after 1 p.m. Partly sunny with a high near 67. Wednesday night, showers and possibly thunderstorms. Breezy with a low around 58. Thursday, showers and thunderstorms again with a high near 72. Thursday night, showers and thunderstorms before 1 a.m., then more rain. Mostly cloudy with a low around 51.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
Welcome into Touhyville, 97.7 The Q and 98 Gold. It's time for a look at sports. Brought to us by our friends over at Nitco. Visit nitco.com today and find out how you can get high-speed internet for your home or your business.
A pleasant good Wednesday. Here's your sports. I'm Frank Sprinkle. We'll start off with area high school baseball from yesterday. A road loss for Rensselaer Central, 11-1 to Lafayette Central Catholic. Kankakee Valley at home falls 6-3 to Hobart. Also at home, West Central tops North Noonan 14-4. A 4-hit game for the Trojans. Connor Huber with 2 RBIs. Tate Lehman had 3 hits, 2 RBIs. On the mound, Tegan Holly worked 6 innings, 9 strikeouts, and 2 walks. At the Remington Community Park, Coach Tri-County gets by North White, a 9-0 final. Grayson Schneider providing the main storyline here. The Cavaliers starter going the distance, 7 innings, 1 hit allowed, 19 Ks, no walks. Tyler Burns went 4 for 4 for a double and a home run. He drove in 3. South Noonan takes a 29-6 home defeat to Watseka. Benton Central loses 8-0 at West Lafayette. To yesterday's area high school softball, a 5-3 final at the Remington Community Park. Host Tri-County defeats Rensselaer Central. Cavaliers pitcher Madeline Nevich struck out 12, walked 1. Lauren Bledsoe knocked in 2. Her lone hit a double. Kankakee Valley takes a 5-4 loss at home to Lowell. It was 13-6. West Central prevails on the road over Hebron. A hit and 2 RBIs each for Ellie Sparks and Gracie Kopka. Also driving in 2, Brooklyn Lattimore, Sydney Mellon a home run. Benton Central on their own diamond edges out Twin Lakes 11-9. Hitting for the cycle, the Bisons, Madison Minier. She had 5 RBIs. South Noonan defeated 9-4 by host Watseka. Girls high school track and field from yesterday. Rensselaer Central at home winners as a team over North Judson 71-59. For the Bombers, both Bryn Cowby and Reese Groom 2 first-place finishes in team and individual events. Braylon Jones took first in 2 team events. Kankakee Valley at Hanover Central for a 3-way meet, which included Andrean, the Cougars' Elise Gillette, for first-place finishes team and individually. Yesterday in boys high school golf, Kankakee Valley defeated Knox by a team final of 170-190 at the Chesapeake Run Golf Club in North Judson. Austin Van Loon shot a Cougar best 39. Girls high school tennis from yesterday at home. Rensselaer Central takes a 5-0 team loss to Lafayette Central Catholic. NBA playoffs, Pacers move on to the Eastern Conference semifinals, yet they did it the hard way in Game 5 last night, concluding the first-round series with a 119-118 overtime win over the Milwaukee Bucks. Pacers win the series 4-1. For the Pacers, they came from behind with an 8-0 run in OT, forcing 2 late turnovers. Tyrese Halliburton gave the Pacers the edge with the go-ahead layup, just 1.3 seconds left. Halliburton had a team-high 26 points. Pacers will gather with the Cavaliers, the best team in the East, for the semifinals, which tip off Sunday. It's game 1 in Cleveland. MLB, first of 3 for the White Sox last night at Wright Field, resulting in a 7-2 loss to the Milwaukee Brewers. The White Sox lone runs, back-to-back first-inning home runs from Andrew Benintendi and Luis Robert Jr. Middle game of 3 tonight, White Sox and Brewers. Cubs going deep 4 times and shutting out the Pirates 9-0 in the opener of 3 in Pittsburgh last night. The second of 3 await the Cubs and Pirates tonight. And that's a look at your sports for this Wednesday. I'm Frank Sprinkle.
Life is about connecting. Music, email, movies, shopping, social media, gaming, and streaming. Nitco is here to help you with all that technology has to offer. Nitco offers high-speed internet for your home or business. Nitco has an incredible lineup of TV channels for all your viewing needs with television the way you want it. Nitco also is your home for telephone service. Need all 3? Nitco has great savings when you bundle. Visit nitco.com today or call 1-800-621-2344 because life is about connecting with Nitco.
Let's play Find the Big Deal with Strachan Van Til. Give me a call, 219-866-4104. That's the phone number here. Let me know the price this week on strawberries, 16 ounce. Now, it's a brand new sale flyer today. Strachan Van Til puts their new sale flyer out every Wednesday. You can find it at strachanvantil.com. You can, of course, go to the store and get it as well. Or go to our website, WLQI977.com or 981WIBN.com, and click on the link for Strachan Van Til. Looking for the price on strawberries, 16 ounce, on sale this week, 219-866-4104. Let me know the price on those. You'll be entered in for a chance to win that $50 gift card from Strachan Van Til and Touhyville.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Why'd I go to the doctor? My heart would race just taking my son to practice. It didn't feel right. So I got checked out. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit notimetowait.com. Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Congratulations to Carol in Wheatfield. She knew strawberries, 16 ounce, are on sale this week for just $1.49 each. when you use your digital rewards account at Stragaman Till. You know, you can shop with Stragaman Till online. Visit StragamanTill.com. You get your reward points. You can use your reward points, use your online coupons. You can set it up for in-store pickup or delivery. So they do the shopping for you. You go pick it up or have it delivered to your home or business. Visit StragamanTill.com. Stragaman Till, life made simple, food made easy. All right, your second chance to get registered for that $50 gift card is up on the WLQI and 98 Gold Facebook pages. Head over there, comment with the price on the same item, and you'll be entered in for a chance to win. We'll draw the winner on Friday of that $50 gift card right here in Touhyville. Good luck.
There's exciting news for farmers in the Illiana area. Peterson Ag Service is thrilled to be your local Ag Leader dealer, bringing you the latest in precision farming technology. Ag Leader offers a full farm solution from cab to cab, season to season, bringing productivity to every corner of your operation. Sink it, steer it, plant it, apply it, harvest it, manage it. There's only one way to do it all. Ag Leader. Let Peterson Ag Service show you how. Call us today, 765-314-3276 to learn more.
George Aid Memorial Healthcare in Brook, Indiana offers a spectrum of personalized services. Whether it's short-term rehabilitation or long-term care, each resident experiences a tailored approach to their healthcare needs and well-being. Residents engage in community activities, including delightful trips, and can also take advantage of convenient transportation services. George Aid is more than just for the elderly. They have workplace injury, outpatient rehab and therapy services that ensure every individual's needs are met with expertise and compassion. Visit georgeaid.org or call them at 219-275-2531. George Aid Memorial Healthcare. We care for you in a quiet country setting.
Hello. Hey, man. I need your help. Doing what? Well, see, I'm clearing out the garage and I need help loading my truck and taking the junk to the landfill. It should only be 3 or maybe 4 or 5 or 6 trips.
Just get a dumpster from Patriot Dumpster Service instead. It'll be faster.
A dumpster? Oh, I don't want to spend a lot on this.
Not so fast, my friend. Patriot Dumpster Service has very reasonable and competitive rates. Plus, they'll help you get the right size dumpster for your job. They drop it off, you fill it up, and they'll come back and take it away. No fuss, no muss.
How do I get a hold of them?
Just go to patriotdumpster.in and click on Book Now. Pick the dates you need the dumpster for, and it's yours for up to 14 days.
Well, that sounds easy.
Oh, it is, and you don't have to worry about scratching up your truck and getting hurt with all that loading and unloading.
Thanks. So when are you coming over?
I gotta go.
I wish my friends were as dependable as Patriot Dumpster Service.
Let the friendly and reliable team at Patriot Dumpster Service, a family-owned and operated company that puts their customers first. Patriot Dumpster Service, serving Valpo to Monticello and Catlin to Wanata and all points in between. You can trust Patriot Dumpster Service to handle your waste management needs with integrity, reliability, and a genuine dedication to your satisfaction. Visit them today at patriotdumpster.in.
Rensselaer, classic rock lives here. 97.7 FM WLQI. The Q. Touhyville. 2 Tuohys are better than 1.
What day is it? Is it Wednesday?
All day long.
Oh, it's Wednesday. All right. What's the hump day schedule look like?
Longest day, Wednesday, 9 letters.
Welcome, my friends, to the show that never ends.
Never ends. Never ends.
It never ends.
Well, let's get started.
Showtime.
Welcome to Touhyville. Stephen Sherrill with you, having fun on a Wednesday morning. Happy Hump Day. Thank you guys for getting your day started with us. Here on the Q and 98 Gold, we appreciate it. Also streaming on WLQI977.com and 981WIBN.com and the station apps you can download from the Google Play Store, the App Store. So you can listen online anywhere, all the time, to the Q, 98 Gold, and the Touhyville Show. Because did you know it's also a podcast? So, you hear TV shows on demand. You can go back and listen to any of our shows whenever you want on podcasts, wherever you get podcasts from. Just look for Touhyville. Spotify, iHeart, Apple Podcasts, our station apps have our podcasts, whatever you're looking for. And YouTube keeps our videos up. So Facebook is now starting to knock them out after 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
And I think coming up in July, I don't know, sometime soon, they're knocking out all of our old lives and knocking it back to 30 days. And then And then but YouTube, they'll stay up there forever. So I want to mention this Jasper County Fairgrounds has bingo coming up this Sunday. I got some really cool information about the bingo for this Sunday, okay? So there's a total of 6 raffle prizes they do. Each one is worth $40. They have gift cards from Walmart, Royal Oak, Remington IGA, Ida's, B&B Tea and Sips, Clark's Cutting Edge, and Shorty's Marathon at the bingo. So they do raffle prizes as well as bingo. They'll also have $40 worth of lottery scratch-off tickets.
Okay, those are always fun.
Yeah.
You heard about the situation with the scratch-off ticket at Jewel in the suburbs in Illinois?
I didn't.
Father and daughter were an older adult daughter took her dad grocery shopping, and when they checked out, she spent $30. Now that to me is a lot on a scratch-off or whatever it is. I don't know all the games, but
yeah.
And won $3 million. She scratched it off while they were paying. She was literally like, she paid and they were like with her.
Yeah.
So they were still in the store.
Wow. Life-changing.
Yep. Boom.
In an instant.
Now, I just want to know if they would be like us and you'd be like, you'd scratch it off and you go, oh my gosh. Okay, go back and get a couple more Dubai chocolate bars. Okay, you can have the last 3 hibiscuses for $29.99 at Strax.
I'd be like, oh,
I can't breathe.
Interesting.
Right.
Did you win anything? I don't know. I'll look later. I don't know.
Hey, I know I said I was going to marry you, but I'm thinking let's just hold off.
Let's get out of the store and cancel all your online shopping accounts before I answer that question.
Because like I admire all those people that keep it cool. Like they put it in a locker and then they get a lawyer. Do you think, look at me, do you think I could keep that quiet for a half a millisecond?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's life-changing. Good for them. Yeah. So you never know what can happen. Go play bingo this week and get yourself get into the raffle. They play 10 regular bingo games with a prize of $50 each. Bingo 11 is the last bingo of the day, and it's a coverall with a prize of $100. You can pick up tickets at the door or in advance at Brown's Garden Shop. So all kinds of good stuff going on there at the Jasper County Fair Association for bingo this Sunday, May the 4th.
Be with you.
Be with you.
Bingo with you.
Bingo with you. Also want to mention our friends over at the Good Table Restaurant in Kentland. Just a great variety of things on their menu. Whatever it is you're looking for, breakfast, lunch, dinner, they've got you covered. Different soups, sides, full-on entree dinners, fried chicken, fisherman's catch. They have a whole fish area, Italian food like veal parmesan. You know, I should really go try their veal parmesan.
That's veal parmesan.
You don't find veal parmesan in a lot of places anymore. They don't carry it.
Yeah.
They go chicken parmesan. They don't do veal. So I'm a big veal parmesan fan. So,
or I can make it for you.
You could do that too. So, but I thought I would mention that I was going to go to the Good Table since I was in the middle of their commercial, but that's all right. The Good Table in Kentland, like them on Facebook because every day they put up their daily specials. So
and they
you can
have
find
like
out what
a
they're going to do.
gazillion.
They don't just do one daily special.
And they don't even do one theme. It's not like, oh, Thursday is going to be whatever theme. They do all sorts of things. They got something for everyone there.
Yeah. And their daily special, like you said, they don't do one daily special. They just they do a bunch of different stuff that they're going to do that day. It's a lot. So good for them. And if you want to check it out, they usually get it up on Facebook right around the end of our show. Like, okay, so it's 7:22 right now. It says yesterday's was posted 21 hours ago. So it's usually right around the end of our show. They get it posted up. So check it out. Good Table Family Restaurant in Kentland. Okay. I have to address something. Because sometimes we get into political things and everybody's got different sides and all that stuff.
They throw down the gauntlet.
But this is serious now. Rich has said Batman is the worst superhero. Sorry, not sorry. Okay. I don't know what kind of things we're trying to get rolling. I don't know if this is a troll move, Rich.
Can
I
you
don't know
get
if you're
kicked out of Touhyville? I don't know.
I mean, listen, we're all inclusive, but we got to have a discussion about this because I just there's only certain things that you can poke at me for a while and then it's fine. But this, I mean, listen, I think it's universally understood by all people on Earth that the worst superhero is Aquaman. Everyone knows that. How many crimes go on in the water?
And is that the one played by Jason Momoa?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But I'm saying even before Jason Momoa, they tried to make it cool with Jason Momoa.
Yeah, but
I'm saying before that, I mean, listen, he can talk to fish. Oh, boy, what's he going to do? How many crimes happen? Have they solved the crime of how, you guys couldn't even stop the crocodile hunter from getting killed in the water. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of good Aquaman does. Okay? That's the only one crime I can think of in the water. Crocodile hunter got killed.
It's just a dumb thing. It's just dumb.
So no, Batman is not the worst superhero. No, and no, Rich. So you just sit and contemplate what you've done for today, and we'll revisit you tomorrow. Okay? You've gotten a little out of line. Something must have happened. Whatever it is that upset you, you just take it easy. Okay? Saw this almost first thing this morning. Match Game, which you love, is coming back without Alec Baldwin.
No.
Listen.
No.
It's going to be hosted by Martin Short. Mm-hmm. No, you think Alec Baldwin would be better than Martin Short?
Yeah, I really did think he was really good and quick on his feet. I really was surprised at how good he was.
Yeah.
I was.
Yeah.
But Martin Short's going to be really funny.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, when they were talking with Alec Baldwin about coming back, he said, listen, it's a great show. I get to shoot from the hip. And they're like, oh, no, you can't. No more shooting, Alec. No. Those are the kind of jokes that make Cheryl shut down.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, but I'm so glad to hear it's back because that's one of the game shows. I was all about game shows because my mother was all about game shows. I mean, she watched it all.
Mm-hmm.
She and my grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like generational stuff, right? When I see them, I kind of get like the tinglies.
Yep.
Because I don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But some of them are trying too hard. Like they got either the wrong host or they're doing something different. And I just get bored.
Well, that's Hollywood Squares. We really wanted Hollywood Squares to
Yeah.
work. And we tried. We watched like 4 or 5 episodes and it was just like,
Yeah.
because I loved Hollywood Squares.
Yeah.
Charles Nelson Riley.
Yeah.
Paul Lynde.
Yeah.
I loved the sarcasticness,
Yes.
the funniness. And then you get these celebrities and
And
listen,
they
they're
were
trying to
trying.
recreate that
Yes.
same thing of like Dom DeLuise in the corner making fun of,
Right.
whatever, down in the other corner,
Yeah, but trying too hard is like makes it worse than not trying at all almost. Like get the right people. I'm sure they didn't in the beginning go, we have a 10 out of 10 here.
Right.
They swapped some people out.
Mhm.
Just like on Match Game. Who was the redhead and Charles Nelson Riley? Like I would not have thought Charles Nelson Riley
Right.
would have been like so funny with the woman with the bouffant. Like, do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They were adorable.
Yeah. She was a wacko.
Yes. Oh, it hurts. But
yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
I just love the
Mhm.
tit for tat kind of thing. Like
Mhm.
yeah.
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 Yeah. So, but I love Martin Short. I think he's always really funny and really good, really quick. I think he's great. So, Martin Short, 75 years old. And he's going to be the next host of the Match Game on ABC. By the way, Match Game first premiered in 1962 with Gene Rayburn as the host.
I love
We talked
Gene
about-
Rayburn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm just asking the internet who this woman was because it's driving me crazy. And I know who you're talking about. At least I think I know who we're talking about.
When you say it, it's gonna make my.
And now this is gonna drive me even crazier because now I'm seeing her picture. And but it's a video. So, hi, good morning. You're on the air. Please tell me you know who it is. Oh, hello. There we go.
Well, hi.
Good morning.
Was it Brett Summers?
Brett Summers. Let's see. That might have been who
think
it was.
it is.
Yes, she had kind of crazy hair.
Yes, and the big.
The bouffant. That's who it is, Brett Summers.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Thank you.
Oh,
that was
God
wonderful.
bless you.
Thank you. Who's this? Who's this?
Oh, we're losing you.
Oh, why we have such a bad connection? It's saying bad connection. I'm sorry.
Poop. Well, thank you so much.
Yes.
Though. Woo.
Yes. Oh, now we got a better connection. Okay. I'm sorry. Who's this?
This is.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate your help. Oh, thank you for that was
And I
driving us
wouldn't have
crazy.
thought Brett. Like that wasn't even. I was like,
no.
I kept thinking Joni. I kept going Jonies, Jimmy, Johnny.
Yeah, but she was on all the game shows. There was another one too that I'm no, not Toady Fields. Come on. Oh, this is gonna drive me absolutely crazy.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, it'll be one of those things that I'll find it later, and then it'll be one of those things. All right, I gotta let it go. So, all right. So anyway, I was excited when I saw that this morning. Martin Short gonna host a match game. So, all right, let's take a break. When we come back, I saw this and think it'll be a lot of fun. Outdated slang words that we still use.
Ooh.
So they're outdated, but they're still our go-tos.
Yeah.
So we'll get to those in just a minute. Stick around.
Weather sponsored by Rensselaer Care Center, recently named by Newsweek one of America's best nursing homes.
Wednesday, a 40% chance of showers after 1 p.m. Partly sunny with a high near 67. Wednesday night, showers and possibly thunderstorms. Breezy with a low around 58. Thursday, showers and thunderstorms again with a high near 72. Thursday night, showers and thunderstorms before 1 a.m., then more rain. Mostly cloudy with a low around 51.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
Wagner Lumber and Supplies is Jasper County's place for all things lumber and building supplies. From treated lumber to sheet metal, garage doors, and of course, pole barn packages. They're located in Rensselaer, but delivered to DeMott, Wheatfield, and all over Jasper County. Along with all the building supplies you need for your next big job, they're also a do-it-best center for hardware and have a great selection of DeWalt and Milwaukee tools. Visit Wagner Lumber and Supplies in person at 801 North McKinley or online at WagnerLumberSupply.com and like them on Facebook.
Brad Gutwein from Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
In a small town, it's how you treat your customer. You treat everybody the way you want to be treated. It really is that simple. We have customers that we've been doing business with for 4 generations, and that is only because they trust us, we trust them, and that's the way you've got to build your business. We have to build any business.
Gutwein Motor Company in Monon has been serving the surrounding area for over 80 years.
Cars 80 years ago were pretty simple. But one thing that hasn't changed, the customer wants to feel like they're in charge of the transaction. They know what's going on and they are comfortable with what's happening. That I don't think has ever changed. We always want to be upfront with the customer, tell them exactly what's happening, exactly the process that's going to happen. One thing I would like to say to everybody that has supported us over the 80 years, thank you very much. You'll like the way we do business at Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
Did you know that Jasper County REMC offers scholarships for local students along with fun and educational opportunities throughout the year? Whether it's learning about how state government runs and how bills become laws, to fun and educational camps along with life-changing educational adventures. To find out more about the opportunities Jasper County REMC provides for local students, visit jasperremc.com and click on the Community tab and then select Student Opportunities.
Hello. Hey, man. I need your help.
Doing what?
Well, see, I'm clearing out the garage and I need help loading my truck and taking the junk to the landfill. It should only be 3 or maybe 4 or 5 or 6 trips.
Just get a dumpster from Patriot Dumpster Service instead. It'll be faster.
A dumpster? Oh, I don't want to spend a lot on this.
Not so fast, my friend. Patriot Dumpster Service has very reasonable and competitive rates. Plus, they'll help you get the right size dumpster for your job. They drop it off, you fill it up, and they'll come back and take it away. No fuss, no muss.
How do I get a hold of them?
Just go to patriotdumpster.in and click on Book Now. Pick the dates you need the dumpster for, and it's yours for up to 14 days.
Well, that sounds easy.
Oh, it is, and you don't have to worry about scratching up your truck and getting hurt with all that loading and unloading.
Thanks. So when are you coming over?
I gotta go.
I wish my friends were as dependable as Patriot Dumpster Service.
Let the friendly and reliable team at Patriot Dumpster Service, a family-owned and operated company that puts their customers first. Patriot Dumpster Service, serving Valpo to Monticello and Catlin to Wanata and all points in between. You can trust Patriot Dumpster Service to handle your waste management needs with integrity, reliability, and a genuine dedication to your satisfaction. Visit them today at patriotdumpster.in.
When life takes you places and you can't get to the store, shop online with the new Strachan Van Til to Go. It's easy to use. Register using your rewards account login and password. Fill your virtual shopping cart. Choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save money with your online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple. Food made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
SP19 American Kitchen at Sandy Pines Golf Course in DeMont specializes in American comfort food. Looking to get your day off to a great start? Then look no further than SP19's breakfast menu, packed with mouth-watering omelets, breakfast sandwiches, along with all-American classics like steak and eggs, biscuits and gravy, fluffy pancakes, and waffles just waiting for you and your appetite. SP19 American Kitchen at Sandy Pines Golf Course, 231 DeMont.
Once those doors shut on the arena.
Classic rock.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
97.7 FM WLQI. The Q.
Touhyville. Two Tuohys are better than one.
Good morning to you, everybody.
Yo, wake up!
Do you have any idea what time it is?
Time to celebrate Hump Day.
I bust my hump every day.
It is Wednesday.
Hump Day, am I right, buddy?
Halfway through the week.
Gosh, it is. Time flies, doesn't it?
Thank God it's Wednesday.
It's showtime.
Well, welcome to Touhyville. Portion of the show today brought to us by Supercuts. Don't settle for a regular cut when you could get yourself a Supercut in Rensselaer and Lowell. Walk-ins are welcome. You can also make an appointment. That's what I like to do. Then I know that I'm all set. Also, kind of pushes me to leave work at a certain time. Like, okay, I'm going to be done at this time. They can go get a haircut. So they do such a great job there. They're all good folks over there at Supercuts in Rensselaer and Lowell. They also offer tanning. Also want to mention Jasper County REMC powering up Touhyville each and every morning right here on the Q and 98 Gold. Make sure you visit their website for energy-saving tips, money-saving tips, and more. They literally power us up as we're able to stream on video, on Facebook, YouTube. If you're watching us on Facebook, like the video. That helps us, believe it or not. Just simply liking the video helps it go into more people's things. Commenting on the video helps it go into more people's feeds. So that helps us. Also, on YouTube, if you subscribe to the Touhyville page, channel, then you'll know when we go on live, when we're doing stuff. And we're going to be going live all summer long, doing all kinds of stuff, from all the fairs, being out and about, doing videos, all kinds of cool stuff. So subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'd appreciate it. Brian says, as far as the game shows with the celebrities now trying too hard to be funny, he thinks it has a lot to do with they have to be PC now, where back then they just said anything and did anything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily know if that's the case, because the comedians they've got up there, I mean, Tiffany Haddish,
yeah, they're pretty
RuPaul, they're not worried about
raunchy. They're
being.
not, yeah.
I mean, they're out there. What I don't like is I think sometimes they try too hard to be like the 70s raunch.
Yeah.
And it was, I don't know, it was more
like
like funny,
thing.
like
Yeah.
I think that's just how the people were. They were just, jokey like that. So I don't know. But it doesn't mean that they're not good. Match Game is good. but I didn't watch that a lot because I thought that was trying too hard to be dirty. Like I thought
See,
they were,
I just loved it, and
Yeah.
I loved the game. Like I loved, like blank pot, and you had to like stir like you had
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
And I loved the answers because I was like, oh, I didn't come at it from this point of view, like
Mhm.
because it
Yeah.
is one of those first thing that comes to your mind.
Like
you know what I
be
mean?
quick
Like,
with
yeah,
it. Yeah.
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 So
Hi, good morning. You're on the air.
I'd like to give a shout out to my son. He's 18 today, Noah Peterson.
Of
And I
course.
just want to give a shout out to him.
happy birthday, Noah!
Absolutely. Happy birthday, Noah.
18. Woo!
Yeah. That's a milestone, right?
Yeah, that's quite the milestone.
All right. You got it, bud. Have yourself a great day.
Yeah, you too. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Happy birthday to Noah.
Yeah,
So,
18.
Very good. Okay. So, speaking of things were a little different in the past, okay?
Yeah.
Outdated slangs that you still use often, okay? Now, is there one that comes to mind or a couple that come to mind that you're like, it's from the past, but I still use it, you know?
I do use a lot of Yiddish ones, like oi gewalt, oi
Oh,
vey,
yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I used oy vey or oy gewalt, like not gewalt. I used that when I met you, but oy vey I used to use before I met you.
You're kidding.
No, it was just one of those things. I
Now, do you
heard it
do
on a
oi
show.
vey or oi vey's
I just oy vey.
Just oy vey.
Just
Okay.
oy vey.
I actually have a pot outside, a small Ray Dunn pot that says oy vey on it.
Oh yeah.
That's how I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so
Yeah.
I think those are, but I'm eager to hear this list.
Yeah. Gnarly.
Never.
I never used gnarly.
But I never used it before.
Yeah.
Like I didn't go, that's gnarly.
Yeah, I never thought something was gnarly.
Okay.
And if I have said gnarly, I've meant it like in a kind of a gross way, like ooh, that's like gnarly, like it's all like crunched up.
Don't think I've ever used that in my life.
Stoked.
I will say I'm stoked.
All right, do you? Yeah. I don't think I ever say I'm stoked.
If I'm super, I'll go, I'm super stoked for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Sweet. I never used
Oh,
sweet.
but not like the sweet.
Right. Yeah, like
Um,
ooh, sweet ride. Like, ooh, that's sweet.
No.
Yeah, no, I never used that either.
Okay.
Word. I only
Word.
use I only use sarcastically, like if I'm
Word.
trying to be like funny, like
Yeah, or
you know,
80s, like
yeah. So word. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Sick. That thing is sick, Man, that play was sick. Yeah.
Okay. Nope.
I never used that one either. Peace, like instead of goodbye, like peace.
Never.
I never used that either.
Never used that either.
That was all of these. Like we're not
We're
there.
not hip. I don't think we were hip. That's all.
This one we both still use. Dude, you just used it on me earlier today.
All the time. And and it's terrible because I'll use it for the opposite sex too.
Yeah.
Dude.
It's just
What are you talking about, dude?
But in the 80s, it was just it was male, female, dog, whatever, dude. And you can use it in so many ways.
Yeah.
You can use it excited, dude. You can use it sad, dude. You can use it. What are you doing, dude?
Right.
It fit any position.
Is bruh on there? Because I don't like that.
I don't know. No, I don't see it
Bruh.
on there. Because bruh is like newer.
Bruh.
Like yeah. Tight. Never use that.
Oh, that's tight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Oh, I always okie dokie, Smokey.
Oh, you do that. Yeah. Yeah. I don't use it.
Okie
Yeah.
dokie.
I do okay.
I
don't
do
do okie
use that.
dokie. Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Yep. I do. I use this one a lot. Now we're cooking with gas. I use that one.
Now
I
we're
do.
cooking with gas.
Now we're cooking with gas. Yeah, I do that. I do. That's my old man one. Now a lot of times I stop at cooking. Now we're cooking, but in my head it's like, now we're cooking with gas. Yeah, like things are moving along.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, that's so funny. Never use this one. Can you dig it? It always makes me think of the movie The Warriors.
All I'm thinking about is the cereal, Diggum snacks.
Oh yeah,
Like,
Sugar Smacks.
Sugar Smacks.
Yep. No, it always makes me think of I think it's the movie The Warriors, where he's like in a.
Now, what movie was that?
In a like a big gathering. He's like, "Can you dig it?" Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You never saw The Warriors? It's like I think it's about one night in New York, and all these rival gangs are fighting. It's it was a big movie in the 70s,
Okay.
late 70s, early 80s. Let's say late 70s.
Okay.
Yeah. The Bomb, or It's the Bomb.
I've used it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've used it recently. That's the bomb.
Yeah.
She's the bomb. He's the bomb. They're the bomb.
I don't
the bomb.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever used it. But
Bomb Diggity. I've used Bomb Diggity.
Oh, yeah, you have. Yeah. Yeah. Warriors was 1979.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
right at the end of the 70s, early 80s. I mean, I've seen it like as an adult, but
yeah.
The only time I ever used like he's the bomb, she's the bomb, or whatever it was, when I was joking around. It was one of my early after 9/11 jokes, where I would go, like I would use it the opposite, like doing badly. I used to go on stage and be like, it's a weird time in comedy. You don't want to joke about the wrong thing. I mean, the last thing you want to do is, say something that's going to make people worried after, 9/11 and everything, and I certainly don't want to come up here and bomb. Oh my gosh. And so I use it like that. Yeah.
But you've never, I know Harley even uses that with food.
It's the bomb.
We'll try something and we'll go, oh, that's the bomb.
Yeah, she does say that. Hella. We'll say hella
I'll
awkward.
Say that.
Yeah.
I'll go hella awkward.
Yeah,
all
that's
the
hella
time.
awkward. Yeah. I don't think I've ever used this one, the bee's knees. Other than joking, like pretending to be old. Like,
yeah.
Oh, he's the bee's knees.
Yeah.
Bogus.
I
probably
used that
not
a lot in the
80s.
in the
I did,
80s.
but I wouldn't say I've
Bogus.
used it in 20 years.
No.
All right, again, I use this being funny, home slice. Like,
yeah.
I just do
All
it
right,
like
home slice.
Yeah, like I do that
Yeah.
like sarcastically.
Yeah.
Same with this one, whippersnapper. Only if I'm pretending to be an old
Yeah,
person.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that whippersnapper, come on now. I still from time to time will use oh snap.
Oh, I do.
Oh snap.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, you'll use that. Yep.
Yep.
Sometimes she'll use it as in oh yeah, I just snapped. Like she'll use it
Like a rubber band, folks, like a rubber band.
I haven't ever used this. I had a friend that used to use it, and I thought it got old real quick. Smell you later. I thought it got really old.
Smell you later.
Yeah, like they would
Instead of see you later.
Yeah, smell you later. Yeah, it was like a thing in the 80s, and I just thought it got old real quick.
Okay.
Fetch. I use that with the dog, but I don't. Never heard of that as like a regular saying. Fetch. Ever heard that as a regular phrase?
Not at all.
No, me either. Other than like throw a
I
stick.
use fetch, but not fetch.
Yeah. Totes. Never use that one.
Oh.
Did you? Do you still use it?
I don't ever use it, but totes my goats, right? Or totes.
So that reminds me of Patrick Stewart, I think, did a commercial where he used all these phrases like this, and one of them was totes.
Mhm.
And I fell out because he's so like
Yeah,
serious
he's so-
actor,
yeah.
and it was very funny.
Yeah.
Golly, no, unless I'm imitating Jim Neighbors.
Yeah.
Golly,
Yeah.
Shazam. Nice. No. It's supposed to be like nice, but like exaggerate. Nice.
No.
No, never use it. Geez Louise.
Always.
I probably have,
I
but
do
like
it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
especially when I'm frustrated. Jeez Louise.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Followed by a grunt.
Yeah. Now my new one when things are going on is because there was not a waitress, a nurse or a nurse helper at the hospital when my dad was there who barely spoke English, and she was like ay 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 ay, like everything was ay ay ay. So that one stuck in my head now. Right on. I don't think I ever used right on. I don't think I ever, no, it was never like right on. No, not me. Oh, bruh. Mm-hmm.
I knew that had to have made the
Yep.
list.
Yeah, some guy said, I still use bruh and slay. But those are not that old. Those are brand new.
Slay?
Slay. That's
no,
like brand new,
Slay
right?
is like 80s.
Is it? I thought that was like new. That's what the kids say now. It's
I
like,
don't think so.
yeah,
Slay?
I think slay. Slays. Is that it from the 80s? Yeah. Someone said I say bananas too much. I don't know that was ever like really, I guess, for like crazy, you know. This is when you know you've kind of changed over in a different age. I never say things are bananas like they're crazy. When I say bananas, I'm talking about breakfast.
Talking about right, what we need to eat. We've got 6 of them.
I have a
sitting
bunch
right
I
here.
bought yesterday because I wanted bananas for breakfast.
Yep.
And I was upset yesterday I didn't have any. And the day before I had to have a mush one. I don't
Do you
like
know
the mush ones.
I'm really proud of myself for getting you on that track because you were worrying me. You would not eat until lunch.
Yeah.
And then if you didn't eat lunch or have an appointment for tacos, you wouldn't eat at all until 4. And then I'm like,
Yeah.
no, we got to stop this because
Yeah.
I'm convinced I put myself into diabetes by skipping
Yeah.
meals for long periods of time. And now that's a great thing for breakfast.
I love my bananas. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And all I have to do is be there. Then I'm in.
Mhm.
Like, because otherwise I eat cookies. And we have cookies in here.
Right.
If I got rid of all the cookies, I wouldn't eat them. We have
Right.
cookies in the kitchen right now from Strax. I
Chocolate chip ones.
had
Her
one with
M&M
you.
ones,
Yeah, I
so
had one
good.
with you. I haven't touched them.
Yeah.
Like, just I don't think I get there anymore
Here's
at night.
my problem though. If they're not there, my brain goes like, oh, what am I gonna snack on? And
Oh,
I go
yeah?
into like almost like a panic.
Mhm.
There's nothing. Why don't we have stuff to eat in this house? But if it's there, we have a whole shelf of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't care to
it.
touch it.
Yep. That's funny. Some people said, that I still call people cats occasionally. Like, that cat's cool.
That's a cool cat.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a cool cat.
Yeah.
Never.
Never used
Not
that one.
usually.
Nope. Daddles,
What's a daddles?
a Victorian era slang term for fists. Okay. Well, you shouldn't be on Reddit. You should go home now.
Yeah, but
Thanks for playing. I'm sorry. You don't get to play anymore. Someone said they still use, come on, sweetheart, let's blow this pop stand.
Oh,
I probably use that
we
from
use
time
that
to
from time to
time.
time. Yeah, when
I
it's
probably
time to
will
go,
still.
let's say we're at a big thing and we're checking it out. we'll just go, let's blow this pop stand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say, yeah. Well, it's
Yeah.
that's
Occasionally.
That's
an
when
occasionally one.
And you know that it's an old one, but you just kind of go with it.
Now,
you
what
know?
about this? Because are you done with the list?
Yes.
Okay, so you know what didn't make it to the list?
Hmm.
Dope.
Yeah. Yeah, that's dope.
That's dope.
Mm-hmm. Now, when I was growing up, and still to this day, all drugs to my dad are dope. When he was
he called everything dope.
when he was like a cop,
That
yeah,
makes
it was
sense because of when he was a police officer.
everything was dope. It was whether
Right.
it was coke, pills, marijuana, it was all
Right.
dope. Yeah, that guy's on the dope. Yeah, mhm.
Guys on the dope.
yeah. Oh, we picked him up with a bunch of dope, and because I remember the first time I was like, oh, a lot of marijuana. He goes, no, it was like cocaine and weed and a bunch of stuff. You know,
But it was all dope.
It was all dope. It was just
Okay.
Mhm. Yep. Yeah.
Interesting.
So, yeah, you're right. But that thing's the dope. You know. Yep.
Dope. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Another one, dough. Got any dough?
Oh yeah, for money.
Money?
Sure. Yeah. I still use that.
Mhm.
The big one for me is probably dude.
Yeah, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude. It's got to be dude.
Which I watch because I'm using it as a term of endearment, but I cannot stand if someone goes, dude, it was right there.
Mhm.
Like, or they're talking to me at like a
Mhm.
random grocery store. We'll
Mhm.
use Myers because I don't,
Yeah.
and someone goes, dude, I think it's an aisle, whatever it is. I'm like, dude, like, what?
Right, because you
Like,
wouldn't use
because
it
I wouldn't use it with someone I don't
professionally.
know.
Like that's the
Right.
Like,
my
you feel like
client,
you're
I
in a,
wouldn't
in a
go,
professional.
dude, I'm going to need this
Yeah.
by
Mhm.
blah, blah, blah date.
Yeah, that's funny.
Dude.
All right. Well, you know what time it is.
Oh,
Put on
You're
those
good,
thinking
Steve.
caps. It's time now for the pizza quiz, brought to you by Rick's Pizza in Rensselaer. You could win a large one-topping pizza from Rick's Pizza. Be caller number 7 at 866-4104. That's 866-4104. Be caller number 7 right now.
What sets Rick's Pizza in Rensselaer apart from the other pizza places? Rick's is locally owned. Their dough is made fresh daily and hand-tossed, not run through a machine. Cheese is grated daily. Toppings are generous, fresh, and your pizza is baked to perfection in a classic stone oven. Looking to try something different? Try a pineapple, apple butter, or barbecue pizza. Call 866-7466 to place your order. Local delivery is available. Open Tuesday through Sunday at 4:30 p.m. Rick's Pizza. Taste the difference.
All right, it's time now for the pizza quiz brought to us by Rick's Pizza in Rensselaer. Your chance to win a one large, one topping pizza from Rick's Pizza. Good morning. Who's this?
It's Dan.
Hey, Dan. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. Thank you, sir. I'm going to make this, I think, real easy on you. Give us one phrase from the past that you still use or any of them off the list that we just gave us. So you get either one. A phrase that you still use from when you were younger, slang word, slang term, or any of them that we just gave on the list. Either one.
How about groovy?
Groovy! Groovy is one that was not on the list.
Dan earned his pizza.
Yes. Good one. You gave us a different one than was on the list. I love it. I love it. Dan, you hold on. I'm going to send you over to Cheryl's phone so she can get your info, and we'll get that mailed out to you. And the fact that you're winning a pizza is pretty groovy. I think that's pretty groovy.
That's groovy. So are Rick's Pizzas.
Rick's Pizzas are
And
pretty
topping.
groovy. Yep.
Pretty groovy.
Pretty groovy, those pizzas over at Rick's Pizzas. Yep, there you go. All right, we'll try and get a winner again tomorrow on the pizza quiz.
Winners and families of winners on the pizza quiz are ineligible to win for 30 days. The pizza quiz is brought to you by Rick's Pizza in Rensselaer.
All right, honey, I'm heading out for my morning walk. Hey, neighbor, front yard is looking great.
Yeah, we picked up some beautiful plants from Clark's.
Oh, there's Scott. Hey, your landscaping looks incredible.
Yep, quick trip to Clark's for some rocks and mulch. It was super easy with their help.
All right, see you guys later. Honey, I'm back from my walk.
Great. Hey, I was thinking we should really do something with our front yard.
You know, we should go to Clark's Garden and Floral Center. They have everything from plants to rocks and mulch to outdoor decorations.
Great idea. Did you come up with that on your own?
Of course.
Clark's Garden and Floral Center on Route 231 in Remington. Visit online at clarksgardenandfloral.com and like them on Facebook.
Did you know that Jasper County REMC offers scholarships for local students along with fun and educational opportunities throughout the year? Whether it's learning about how state government runs and how bills become laws, to fun and educational camps along with life-changing educational adventures. To find out more about the opportunities Jasper County REMC provides for local students, visit jasperremc.com and click on the Community tab and then select Student Opportunities. Are you ready for a mouthful of deliciousness? The Good Table in Kentland is bringing back the crave-worthy pizza. Straight to your doorstep, yes, we deliver. Available Thursdays through Sundays between 4 and 8 p.m. A minimum order of $20 for out-of-town deliveries with a $1.50 delivery fee in town and $5 out of town. Call 219-474-3245. The Good Table. Good food, good friends, good times, and now good pizza delivered straight to your door.
Unearth the fascinating tales of the tracks at the Monon Connection Train Museum. Housing over 6,500 railroad items and numerous exclusive relics, it's the largest private railroad collection presented to the public in the U.S. Marvel at the extravagance of the Flagler car, crafted in the 1890s, a testament to opulence and ambition. Experience the rich tapestry of American railroad history right on Highway 421. Monon. Dial 219-253-4100 or visit mononconnection.net to make your plans today. Get on board for an unforgettable journey.
I started vaping to relieve stress.
I vape when I'm anxious.
I vape when I feel depressed. The irony is, vaping actually increases my stress.
It makes me more anxious.
It makes my depression worse.
They're not the only ones the multi-billion-dollar vaping industry has lied to. Vaping does a number on the mental and physical health of teens, and it's designed to be addictive, so teens keep vaping and keep buying. It's a never-ending cycle, but there is hope. If you know a teen who vapes, encourage them to join the hundreds of thousands of people who are quitting. Tell them to text Indiana to 873-373 to get helpful resources that will motivate, inspire, and support them in their journey to quit. Vaping never helps. It only hurts. Now's the time to quit, and no one has to do it alone. This message is brought to you in partnership with the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Department of Health.
Go beyond the racetrack with the Kawasaki Ninja 1100 SX ABS, a versatile sport tourer for the sport bike enthusiast. Experience a high-performance 1099cc inline four-cylinder engine, advanced next-level technology, and superb comfort for spirited runs or all-day riding. The Ninja 1100 SX ABS sets the standard for sport touring performance.
Visit Sanders Cycle on 231 in Rensselaer or online at sanderscycle.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
They told us nothing but lies.
These timeshare thieves out there are terrible.
They bullied us.
Our timeshare is all a scam.
They stole from us. They were thieves.
I was completely taken advantage of.
Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, founder and CEO of Wesley Financial Group, and I know the tough spot you're in. Are you asking yourself, why did I buy that timeshare? I'll tell you why, because that presentation wasn't a normal sales pitch. It was a show to convince you that timeshare is a great investment. They told you it was available today and today only. They said you're foolish if you don't buy, and unfortunately, you believed them. We get over 3,000 complaints a week from folks just like you that were misled into buying a timeshare. Give us a call. I guarantee if we take you as a client, we will cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call now for your free information kit. 800-885-3300. 800-885-3300. 800-885-3300.
This is the Q 97.7 FM WLQI Rensselaer. Start your day in Touhyville and stick around for Northwest Indiana's best classic rock all day long, right here on the Q.
Time for a check of news. This check of news brought to us by Steinke Funeral Home. Visit SteinkeFuneralHome.com to ensure your final wishes are respected. Here's Russ Martin.
The Law Enforcement Division of the Indiana Department of Natural Resources stated the body of a Valparaiso man, 67-year-old Michael Barnes, was recovered from Lake Michigan Monday afternoon. Monday morning, a 911 call was received after a witness saw a man disappear under the surface. Reports say that the man had been fishing from the shore in Porter County when he went into the water to retrieve his boat that had drifted from shore. An unmanned unit with sonar and video located the man, and first responder diver units recovered the victim. He was pronounced dead at the scene. The Rensselaer City Council had a light agenda for their second meeting of the month on Monday, but we asked Mayor Jeff Phillips about additional preparation to extend city services to the west side of Interstate 65.
We're now looking to get the easement signed for the project where we can get water, sewer, and gas over to the other side. Once the easements have been signed and recorded, I think we're ready for the contractor to start, which we were hoping that would be sometime this summer.
Mayor Phillips talks about the town-wide garage sale this Saturday, fire department fish fry on Friday, cleanup week, and more during the entire interview that can be heard on our websites under the news and newsmakers links. There was the possibility that two superior courts in neighboring counties, Pulaski and Newton, would be closed if language added late in the session to a courts bill passed. We spoke with State Representative for District 16, Kendall Culp, whose district includes Pulaski County.
So these were courts that were less busy than others. We worked with the bill author. He was receptive to the concern about closing a court. Pulaski County specifically, which I represent, if that would have closed, then their index would have been well above what one court could handle. The good news is, so I'm happy to say that Pulaski County as well as Newton County courts were spared.
Representative Culp said he spoke with Jasper County Superior Court Judge Russell Bailey about what the impact would have been on the court here if neighboring counties had courts removed. Jasper Superior is already a busy court. The Indiana Department of Transportation has announced bridge deck overlay preventative maintenance work on the I-65 bridge over US 231 at exit 205 north of Remington will begin on or after Monday, May 5th. The work will include overnight lane closures to set up each phase of construction. 2 lanes of traffic will be maintained in each direction during daytime hours, with lanes shifted to make room for the work zone. This project will be ongoing through the end of May, and motorists should be prepared for changing traffic patterns in the area. The National Day of Prayer is Thursday, May 1st. Jasper County Community Services will once again be hosting events at their 2 sites at the Fozzie Senior Center just west of the US 231 and State Road 10 intersection near DeMont, with breakfast there at 7:30 until 8:15 and prayer observance and program at 8:30. At Rensselaer's location at 967 East Leopold Street, the program will be at 12:15 p.m. tomorrow. Several pastors will be taking part at each location. Enjoy the rest of your day and stay safe and well, everyone. I'm Russ Martin.
Saying goodbye to a loved one is never easy. In your time of sorrow, look to Steinke Funeral Home of Rensselaer and Morocco to assist you and your family, offering funeral and memorial services ranging from traditional to uniquely innovative and personal, along with burial services, cremation options, and celebrations of life. Steinke Funeral Home offers complete care, allowing you to comfort your family while they take care of the details. If it's time to say goodbye to a loved one or you're pre-planning for your own service, call Steinke Funeral Home at 219-866-5151 or visit steinkefuneralhome.com.
Local obituaries are sponsored by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Respect, dignity, compassion. 3 simple words, yet they mean a great deal to us. They represent those values we strive to offer each and every family we serve, just as we have for nearly 70 years. Jackson Funeral Chapels, Jackson Monuments, and Memory Garden Cemetery.
71-year-old Bonnie Walker of Rensselaer passed away April 23rd. A celebration of life service for Bonnie Walker will be Thursday, May 1st from 5 until 7 p.m. at Faith Pentecostal Church, Rensselaer. Memorials may be made to the Lewy Body Dementia Association online at lbda.org. Steinke Funeral Home has been entrusted with the cremation arrangements. Memories and condolences may be shared with the family at steinkefuneralhome.com. 62-year-old Jackie Davis of Wheatfield passed away on April 27th. Friends may call from 10 a.m. until noon on Thursday, May 1st at Boersma Funeral Home in Wheatfield. Services for Jackie Davis will be held at Boersma Funeral Home, Wheatfield at noon on Thursday, with Pastor Tim Hester officiating. Interment will be at the Cemetery of the Resurrection. Boersma Funeral Home, Wheatfield, entrusted with the arrangements. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to the family. 84-year-old Sylvia Tilly Edwards of Rensselaer passed away on April 16th. Graveside services for Tilly Edwards will be held on Saturday, May 3rd at 11 a.m. Central Time at Memory Gardens, Rensselaer. Jackson Funeral Chapel, Rensselaer has been entrusted with the arrangements. To share memories and or condolences, visit jacksonfuneral.com. 73-year-old Marlene Jane McDaniel Strasburger of Earl Park passed away on April 27th. Visitation for Marlene Jane Strasburger will be held on Wednesday, May 7th at St. John the Baptist Catholic Church in Earl Park from 10 a.m. Eastern Time until the hour of funeral mass at noon, with Father Sean Aaron officiating. Interment will be at St. John the Baptist Catholic Cemetery, Earl Park. Memorials may be made to St. Patrick's Life Teen or the Benton County Catholic School Educational Trust. Arrangements entrusted to Gertz, Windler, and Keller Funeral Homes, Fowler Chapel. Memories and condolences may be left at kellerfh.com. Area funeral arrangements brought to you by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Weather is brought to you by Jasper County REMC.
Wednesday, a 40% chance of showers after 1 p.m. Partly sunny with a high near 67. Wednesday night, showers and possibly thunderstorms. Breezy with a low around 58. Thursday, showers and thunderstorms again with a high near 72. Thursday night, showers and thunderstorms before 1 a.m., then more rain. Mostly cloudy with a low around 51.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
Touhyville. 2 Touhies. That's a lot of Touhy.
What are you doing? Shh! I am trying to sleep.
Time to wake up.
No.
Wait, what day is today?
It's hump day.
What? Is that today?
It's Wednesday. I'm giving up listening.
Don't give up. Don't give up.
We're halfway there.
Halfway there.
Halfway. Where?
To the weekend?
Okay.
Guess I can hold out a little longer. Until then.
Showtime.
Welcome into Touhyville. It's Steven Show with you here on Hump Day. Portion of the show is brought to us by the Rensselaer Farmers Market. This Saturday is opening day for the Farmers Market in Rensselaer. It's going to be a lot of fun and just good stuff there. Okay.
Oh, we enjoy it so much. We just play this game with ourselves. Well, that didn't sound good. We play this game in our head. That didn't sound good either. Where we like create recipes based on what we find.
Yeah.
And it's all seasonal. So now you're not going to find that many fruits and vegetables because it's a little early. But you'll find artisan breads and things like that.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. And it always means for me that summer's coming. Just the outdoorsy. It's how I start my Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Most weekends.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Good stuff there. Saturday morning, 7:30 to 11:30 at the corner of Harrison and Cullen Street. Tons of great vendors for veggies and you got Culp Family Meat. You got Who's Your Fun Guy. I mean, just lots of great stuff. Bread, Front Street Bakery,
the breads, the cupcakes, all that. Yeah. I mean, we really
so much good stuff.
Yeah.
So head out there and enjoy the farmers market this Saturday. Is the first one, 7:30 to 11:30. Also want to mention our friends over at the Fountain Stone Theater. Movies Wednesday through the weekend. So you can go to the movies starting today. FountainStoneTheaters.com. Order your tickets right there online. And you can also download their app today. So yesterday, you and I were talking about small businesses and how much we love helping small businesses and the idea of when you shop at a small local business that, you know, another season had posted a thing about how 80 cents of each dollar stays in your community. You know, if you guys think about it, okay, so there's a lot of small businesses out there, and when those small businesses advertise with us, it helps us to spend money in our community and to do more things for our community.
Take care of our employees.
And as well as like we actually get to eat and work and go to the farmers market and shop.
Correct.
And Chris does and Russ does and you know and Scotty does it. So and by small businesses, local businesses advertising with us, we tell people about them and other people will go and shop at those local. They'll be more apt to go to the Rensselaer Farmers Market to go see somebody. They'll be more apt to run to Steve's Specialized Services for their open house. By the way, sign up for your chance to win a bad boy blower. So, so they're more apt to do that because we're telling them about it.
Right. There was a group of ladies that actually did a circuit and came through DeMont and into Monon and back.
Yes.
Visiting all the people that we talk about. So
we were talking about all this yesterday. And Rick from RH Mechanical said, wow, thanks so much for talking about small businesses. That's great what you guys do. So he said, can you give me a call after the show? I said, yeah, absolutely. So I called him and was chit-chatting with him. And he said casually, how are things going? I said, good. It's funny that we're talking because when we had this big power outage last week, when between NIPSCO and Jasper County REMC, and it blew out a bunch of stuff all over the area. One of those things that blew out was our digital thermostat that Rick from RH Mechanical had put in. And I said, yeah, I got to run over and get another one and just replace it. He goes, no, don't do that. He goes, I'm going to be doing some work right up the street at Hillcrest Dental. So I'm working on their air conditioning. I'll run down and put a new one in for you. I said, no, that's not why I called you. He goes, I know you. I told you to call me. Like we were talking about other things and him advertising and things like that and coming on the radio with us for the summer. And he said, it's no problem. I got it on my truck. I'll take care of you. So last night, while we were home, he came and we came in this morning and we have brand new digital thermostat on the wall
wow.
so that we can control, because thankfully this happened not in crazy heat, not in crazy cold.
Mm-hmm.
So for a couple of days, we just shut the system down. We just didn't have it on, because otherwise it would just keep going and going and going and going.
Right.
So, and he had even asked me, he said, "Are you sure that it blew out? Because that's, fairly new thing." I said, we had the folks from Roseland Electric. Again, I'm not trying to name drop local businesses, but that's who we work with.
That's who we work with.
We work with people that work with us.
Right.
So we had
and they literally came over
that day.
That day you called during the show just to let them know, and they were working in the area anyway.
They were at Rensselaer Care
But
Center.
Roseland Electric, I mean, I just adore them.
But here,
family-owned business, and I adore them because they I
yes.
love them.
Well, and you love their big Sunday dinners.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well,
they have a table.
They have a table that I dream about.
The Death Star.
That holds what, 20? I thought it was 19. It was custom made for them.
Mm-hmm.
I love them all together. Christian and wants to make sure people are taken care of.
Yeah. So look at how this all ties in with the small business.
Yeah.
So Roseland Electric, I told him, I said, Roseland Electric was here. They looked at everything and saw that and said they had multiple people in the area with digital things that blew out. So that's why. And they were in the area because they were already overworking at Rensselaer Care Center, who also works with us on the radio. So it's all these small businesses tie in. So anyway, so thank you to RH Mechanical out of DeMott, but works all over the area. So if you want to check them out, you can. RH Mechanical. It's Rick from RH Mechanical in DeMott, and make sure that you go ahead and
that's someone's number though that you need to have in your, just like Mike Pruitt's number, because oops, I locked myself out of my car and my phone's, you know what I mean? Like I don't have, now what am I doing? I'm standing here trying to Google it now that I'm in a full-on panic. Is not the time to do that. So, you don't want to wait till something blows out to have the guy.
Right.
Everyone needs the guy. This is one of the guys.
Yep. Absolutely.
Just like Steve's Specialized Services. I feel like when you need something, I mean, I think poor Steve probably thinks I'm dumber than a box of rocks because I'm always, when he comes out to talk to you, I'm always like, well, what do you think about this? What would I do to solve this problem? And I think he probably leaves just shaking his head going, ay.
Well, and here's the funny dichotomy with you and Steve from Steve's Specialized Services. You have all these million ideas. And then you're like, so what do you think? And he's like, he's more of a function guy. He's almost, but he's like I'll do it. You just tell me what you want.
Right.
Like he's an
executor
and
I'm
like
creative. And then in between, there's somebody who actually puts it into a nice little thing so that the executor can execute.
You're always looking for his opinion. Like, what do you think about that? He's like,
I don't care. I'll paint your house like pink with polka dots.
How would you like it?
Like,
it all depends on what you want. Like, and we can do all of this, and it costs this much, or we could do this much, and it could cost this much. Like, whatever you want. So anyway, so I just wanted to say thank you to Rick from RH Mechanicals in DeMott. You can go like him on Facebook, RH Mechanicals Incorporated, or call 219-405-5379, because I appreciated that he jumped on and did that. Didn't have to. Wasn't under warranty. It wasn't a thing. It was he just did it for us. So thank you.
When he just said my pleasure, like kind of thing. Like
yeah. He was just like, yeah, no problem. And I was like, because honestly, I was going to tell him to come out today because I was like, I didn't feel like getting in the car and running back to the radio station to meet him out here. And he's like, no, I'm okay. I'll do this. No problem. So James says, good morning. Have a wonderful day to both of you. Thank you, James. We appreciate you getting up with us this morning. Now, there's some people that just constantly want to do good by people.
Love those people.
The other day, was it yesterday? Was Pay It Forward Day, right?
Yeah.
This is not something you should do. Pay it backward.
What?
And I got to say, I kind of blame
it backward.
I kind of blame the people that were working at this Dunkin' Donuts for falling for this. Okay? A woman has gone viral on TikTok for sharing her experience of someone paying it backward. Her name is Samantha, and she was at a Dunkin' drive-thru last week when she pulled up to the window, and the clerk told her that the guy ahead of her, who'd already left with his coffee, told them that she was paying for his order. The one behind me is paying for my order. No, it's funny because it worked, but it's a total jerk move.
What a rotten scoundrel.
Now, thankfully, the folks at Dunkin' did not make her pay for their stuff, but they were ticked because they got taken.
Yeah.
You literally just stole your coffee.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Samantha later posted a follow-up where she did clarify. She didn't in the first video. She clarified that she did not pay for his order, and the Dunkin' employees were really cool about it, even though they were really frustrated at the guy who essentially stole his coffee. She said she was taken aback that someone would do that. Yes! She also shared a video of her trying to restore goodness in the world by going back to the Dunkin' and paying it forward by paying for the person behind her. So she tried to turn that bad into good. But yeah, for good. There's no, you don't pay it backward. Yeah, the guy back there is taking care of it. No. It's not how it works. Oh, that was just, I saw that and I just went, that's it. How do you fall for that? Like, I think you just got to go, no, that's not a thing. No, she should have told us in the speaker then that she was going to pay for it. No, I'm sorry. I can't.
And can you imagine that could actually have impacted, like literally the corporation could have said, from now on, everybody pays for themselves. There is no such thing. There is no more of this stuff, and shut down even paying it forward.
Yeah.
Because you're talking about kids that might have been her first job. She didn't quote fall for it because she's a knucklehead.
No,
she
I
just
get it.
didn't probably didn't know.
Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah. By the way, his new slogan is I run with Dunkin'. Get my Dunkin' and I run.
Right, I run. Right.
Not I run on Dunkin'. I run with my Dunkin'. I'm running out right now. All right, now here's kind of a good deed. A Jumanji book was mailed back to a school library along with $40. It was supposed to have been returned within 5 days. Turns out it was actually kept for 43 years. I think someone forgot to return their book.
There's always one. There's always one. Wow.
43 years. It was kept for 15,700 days. And now some student detectives are trying to figure out who the anonymous person was that returned it just for fun. Like they don't. I'm guessing the card thing isn't in there anymore.
Well, there used to be like 1 day or 2 days where they would just say return the books and you won't, and the fines are
it's
erased,
all forgiven. Yeah.
Or forgiven. I'm wondering if that. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. I didn't know that. Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
Right.
All right. Let's take a break. And then we haven't checked in on the poll question in a while for people's favorite toys. Kind of forgot to do that today. So we'll do that a little bit later on before we wrap things up. But we got to take a break because then it's time for the Mr. P Locksmith and Security Dumb Criminal of the Day. So make sure you stick around for that. We got a fun one today.
Ready to build your future? At St. Joseph's in Rensselaer, you won't just learn carpentry, you'll do it. Our building and trades program puts you on site with hands-on construction of a house, from foundation to roofing. Gain the skills that make a difference with small class sizes and flexible schedules. Your path to a career in building and trades starts now. Don't wait. Enroll today at stjo.edu.
Hello. Hey, man. I need your help. Doing what? Well, see, I'm clearing out the garage and I need help loading my truck and taking the junk to the landfill. It should only be 3 or maybe 4 or 5 or 6 trips.
Just get a dumpster from Patriot Dumpster Service instead. It'll be faster.
A dumpster? Oh, I don't want to spend a lot on this.
Not so fast, my friend. Patriot Dumpster Service has very reasonable and competitive rates. Plus, they'll help you get the right size dumpster for your job. They drop it off, you fill it up, and they'll come back and take it away. No fuss, no muss.
How do I get a hold of them?
Just go to patriotdumpster.in and click on Book Now. Pick the dates you need the dumpster for, and it's yours for up to 14 days.
Well, that sounds easy.
Oh, it is, and you don't have to worry about scratching up your truck and getting hurt with all that loading and unloading.
Thanks. So when are you coming over?
I gotta go.
I wish my friends were as dependable as Patriot Dumpster Service.
Let the friendly and reliable team at Patriot Dumpster Service, a family-owned and operated company that puts their customers first. Patriot Dumpster Service, serving Valpo to Monticello and Catlin to Wanata and all points in between. You can trust Patriot Dumpster Service to handle your waste management needs with integrity, reliability, and a genuine dedication to your satisfaction. Visit them today at patriotdumpster.in.
So you're telling me I can get any Quiznos 8-inch sub for $5.55 after 5?
Yep.
So I can order an 8-inch Baja Chicken Club for $5.55 after 5?
Yep.
Or a Black Angus Steakhouse for $5.55 after 5?
Yes. Or a French dip, or a steakhouse cheddar, or a peppercorn steak.
For $5.55 after 5?
Yes. Only at Quiznos in Wheatfield, right across from KV.
$5.55 after 5 for any 8-inch sub at the Quiznos in Wheatfield cannot be combined with any other offer. Download the Quiznos app today.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies, because when people don't have to worry about where their next meal is coming from, they can truly thrive, like Marta.
And now we'll hear from our class valedictorian, who with our hard work never ceases to amaze us. Please welcome Marta Moreno.
And Alex.
Hey, Alex, how did the interview go?
I did it. I got the job. I can't believe it.
I knew it. Let's meet up later to celebrate.
And Diego.
Mom, I got first place at the science fair with my volcano project.
That's amazing, sweetie. Congratulations.
Because when people are fed, futures are nourished, and everyone deserves to live a full life. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow. feedingamerica.org/actnow. A public service announcement brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
If Ernest Hemingway was alive today, would he say this to you?
Shakespeare, Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, all great writers. And after reading your book, I simply must add you to the list.
Wait, you don't have a book yet. So make a free call to Page Publishing. Turn your book idea into publishing gold.
800-215-6818. 800-215-6818. That's 800-215-6818.
97.7 The Q.
Touhyville. Now even two-ear.
Oh, hey, guess what today is?
Tea, fetch my tea.
Did you know it is National Bubble Tea Day?
Yeah, bubble tea.
Oh, look at these beautiful, vibrant bubble teas.
Bubble tea? You've never had it?
Tea is just tea.
Hey, no, you don't get to make fun of bubble tea. It is National Bubble Tea Day.
Today is National Bubble Tea Day.
Yeah, and I just went for bubble tea. Happy National Bubble Tea Day.
All right, I'm just going to tell you, I've never heard of bubble tea in my life until today. Did you know it was a thing?
Yes.
You did?
Yes, but I don't like tea.
Okay.
You know?
What is it? Is it like caffeinated? Does it?
I think it's
carbonated?
got these like, I call them like little boogers in the bottom. They're like little balls.
All right.
Yeah. So it's like, oh, here we go. Okay. Bubble tea is a tea-based drink, most often containing chewy tapioca balls, milk, and flavoring. Yeah. Did you ever see them? They got the little balls on the bottom.
No.
Yeah.
Never once heard of it. So.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go. Portion of the show is running brought to us by George A. Memorial Healthcare in Brook. Did you know that residents engage in community activities, including delightful trips? They can also take advantage of convenient transportation services there for their residents. George A. Memorial Healthcare takes care of all their residents. Scott and his staff do a wonderful job. If you need to find out more, visit their website, georgeaid.org. That's georgeaid.org. Also, want to mention our friends over at Model 1 Chevrolet of Kentland, where customer satisfaction is number one. Model 1 Chevrolet of Kentland is your trusted Chevrolet dealership in Kentland. Visit Model 1 Chevrolet of Kentland.com. All right, time now for the Mr. P, locksmith and security dumb criminal of the day.
Perhaps it's time you tried a new profession. What I mean is, you don't seem to be a very good thief. Maybe you should try something else.
All right, so it's been a minute or two since we've had one from Florida.
Right, let's get back to brass tacks here.
Gotta get back to Florida for a second. A Florida man was caught trying to break into a woman's home, and deputies have dubbed him the birthday suit bandit.
Oh, no.
What's going on, bro?
I just came over to talk to you.
You're walking around the street naked.
Yes, I know.
Yes, I know.
Beware, oh, you naked man.
Oh my God.
Can I just take a side note for a second? Because I know my former partner, Andy Decker, is up in heaven laughing every time I play this. I never knew this was a song. And we had a story about a naked guy, and he goes, "You should play that Naked Man song." I go, "What are you talking about? Never heard of it." And it sounds like the guy who does like You Got a Friend in Me. I don't know if
Randy, you got a friend in me. Randy, yeah.
Yeah, Randy and his friend. So, and I don't know if it's the same guy, because the same guy that does Short People.
Randy Newman.
Randy Newman, yeah. So, but he brought this to me, and he's like, and ever since I've used it for all naked stories. And it always makes me think of him when I play that. Sorry, side note. I got to remember that for tomorrow for a Throwback Thursday. I got to tell an Andy story. I'll
Randy Newman is Naked Man.
Wow. See? Sounds just like him. I knew it.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'll have to, for my Throwback Thursday tomorrow, I will have to, I'll have to come up with an Andy story because that's I've got a lot of them. So, all right, back to the dumb criminal already in progress. So, what in the world? So, Saturday, no, get your ad out of my face. So, Saturday, shortly after midnight, the Flagler County Sheriff's Office said it received a 911 call about a nude man, later identified as Matthew Hunter, 63 years old, of Palm Coast, who's trying to break into a residence. The woman inside called 911 after she heard what sounded like a knife trying to cut through the lock on her front door. When deputies arrived, they found Hunter walking away from the woman's house, completely naked, just as described. They also discovered gouge marks on the door frame and molding. According to an arrest report, Hunter is the woman's neighbor. The affidavit said the woman saw Hunter through her front window as he yelled that he was going to come inside the home and demanded that she open the door. Deputies later spoke with Hunter's wife at their home, who said their husband had been drinking heavily and was also taking psychiatric medication. I would hope that said, someone could call his doctor. I don't think it's working. And I am not a doctor, okay? I am not your TikTok doc. I don't think you're supposed to take your psychiatric medication and drink alcohol mixed together. I don't think that's a good plan.
Yeah.
That's how we end up being naked trying to break into our neighbor's house. Do we understand? Do we understand, Hunter? Yeah, she admitted she was afraid of him.
I would be terrified.
Yes!
Well, and just the beginning of your story made me remember the first time I saw someone flash themselves. And I was actually walking down the street on the Sabbath, and a guy was in his car sitting with a newspaper. And I'd never
was it.
seen, that was it. I was like 9 years old, just walking down.
Hello, ma'am. This is what I call the nude news.
I was terrified. I was terrified. I was
Of course you were.
Yeah.
What in the world?
Yep.
Everybody's got to keep their clothes on.
Mm-hmm.
No one needs to see that.
And then the second time that happened, and that's the only 2 times it's happened that I'm remembering, was when I was in college. I went to a girlfriend's house for the Sabbath. So I took the train from New York City, to Brooklyn. And it was like 2 p.m. So there's no one on the train. And I sat down, and then, was just kind of getting ready for a long ride, whatever. The train starts to move, and the guy whips it out, and it's the first time I have to walk between cars.
Oh my gosh.
Like, I didn't know if that was even like allowed, but I
Right.
was like not going to stay in that car
Right,
because
right.
I didn't know where the next stop was.
Right.
We were
right. I
going
gotta
from
go.
Manhattan to,
Yeah,
and I was
uh-huh.
terrified. I mean, I was so scared.
Yeah, I would be too.
Yeah.
Well, protect yourself from dumb criminals with
Ugh.
Mr. P Locksmith and Security, hardware, locksmith, surveillance, and more. Key and digital entry access control, camera surveillance for your home or your business, whatever you need.
Guaranteed to come clothed.
Well, okay, see, you jumped ahead. I was going to say, Mr. P always has his pants on.
Yeah.
See, yes, see, and a shirt,
Attaboy.
and a shirt,
Yes.
and his. I'm not going to lie, his cool new blue Mr. P Locksmith and Security shirts.
Yeah. I like that logo thing he's got going.
He's got a cool new logo, and he loves the color blue. I'm not so sure that's not why he's a Colts fan. It's because he loves that like royal blue color.
Yeah. Well, it does look great with black and white. Like those
Yeah.
are good colors.
Yeah, I'm not so sure that that's how he ended up being a Colts fan, was just because of their royal blue, But I'm positive that he likes the color blue. It's he sometimes calls it
or blue.
That's what I was just gonna say. That's what I was just gonna say.
Weather sponsored by Rensselaer Care Center, recently named by Newsweek one of America's best nursing homes.
Wednesday, a 40% chance of showers after 1 p.m. Partly sunny with a high near 67. Wednesday night, showers and possibly thunderstorms. Breezy with a low around 58. Thursday, showers and thunderstorms again with a high near 72. Thursday night, showers and thunderstorms before 1 a.m., then more rain. Mostly cloudy with a low around 51.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
All right, honey, I'm heading out for my morning walk. Hey, neighbor, front yard is looking great.
Yeah, we picked up some beautiful plants from Clark's.
Oh, there's Scott. Hey, your landscaping looks incredible.
Yep, quick trip to Clark's for some rocks and mulch. It was super easy with their help.
All right, see you guys later. Honey, I'm back from my walk.
Great. Hey, I was thinking we should really do something with our front yard.
You know, we should go to Clark's Garden and Floral Center. They have everything from plants to rocks and mulch to outdoor decorations.
Great idea. Did you come up with that on your own?
Of course.
Clark's Garden and Floral Center on Route 231 in Remington. Visit online at clarksgardenandfloral.com and like them on Facebook. Well, what do we have here? One of those bikes. A carbon copy of the true original, trying hard to look, sound, and feel like a Harley. Well, it's not a Harley-Davidson motorcycle, and it's not even close. I guess we should be flattered. Another in the long line of chrome-plated imposters. Copies, like street corner knockoffs, bad Vegas impersonators, and cover bands that have some chops, but never the soul. When you're ready to climb atop the real deal, we'll be here, because there's only one motorcycle that puts its stamp on the industry standard, Harley-Davidson. Ready to ride the original? We've got them. Come in and demo today. Visit Kirstein's Harley-Davidson Cycle Center and Museum, 4 miles south of North Judson and Highway 39. Call 877-KIRSTEINS. Visit us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and at KirsteinCycle.com.
Season to season, cab to cab, Ag Leader connects your entire farm. Ag Leader makes it easy to seamlessly connect your equipment and devices year-round and help you tackle farm decisions on the go, 24/7. Peterson Ag Service is your local Ag Leader dealer. Contact us at 765-314-3276 to get your full farm solution. There's only one way to do it all. Ag Leader.
Did you know that Jasper County REMC offers scholarships for local students along with fun and educational opportunities throughout the year? Whether it's learning about how state government runs and how bills become laws, to fun and educational camps along with life-changing educational adventures. To find out more about the opportunities Jasper County REMC provides for local students, visit jasperremc.com and click on the Community tab and then select Student Opportunities.
George Aid Memorial Healthcare in Brooke, Indiana offers a spectrum of personalized services. Whether it's short-term rehabilitation or long-term care, each resident experiences a tailored approach to their healthcare needs and well-being. Residents engage in community activities, including delightful trips, and can also take advantage of convenient transportation services. George Aid is more than just for the elderly. They have workplace injury, outpatient rehab and therapy services that ensure every individual's needs are met with expertise and compassion. Visit georgeaid.org or call them at 219-275-2531. George Aid Memorial Healthcare. We care for you in a quiet country setting.
Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is?
Let me guess. Isn't today Wednesday? Indeed.
It's hump day. Are you ready for the weekend?
I'll take that as a yes.
Yeah?
That's why today I want to start with something small we can all agree on. Oh, yeah? What's that?
Halfway through the week.
We're halfway there.
You can do it! You can do it!
Let's do it. Showtime.
Welcome into Touhyville. It's Stephen Sherrill. We're here having fun on a Wednesday morning. Guess what day it is? Hump day. You know, when you can come up with a commercial that creative, and it just sticks for so long.
Mike. Remember? Guess
Yes.
what day it is.
I mean, wow.
I fell out. That was my favorite commercial for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's just one of those things where you're just like, yeah, that's... portion of the show is brought to us by our friends over at McDonald's, sponsoring part of our streaming video that you're able to see each and every day. If you see us on video, you're watching on Facebook, like us, share it on your page. You know, hey, we won't be upset if you tell other people, here, listen to those guys in the morning. They're nuts. They get kooky. They have fun. They scream and yell about the terrorists. They do all kinds of stuff. They're nutty. And what really sets the guy out is if you tell him Batman's no good. He goes crazy. So yeah, we won't be upset if you tell people about us. But just the way I like to tell people about McDonald's app. Download the app. I'm telling you, I'm going to look. I want to say somewhere around 18,000 points. I just keep racking them up.
Yeah.
Even though, so
Yeah,
here's
you
what
use
happens.
them.
I use them, but I'm also purchasing stuff.
Yeah,
17,126 points. So even though I'm using
All
them.
right. We can go after the show.
Right. While I'm using them, I'm buying stuff, so I'm adding more points to it. So I saw another article yesterday about the McWraps coming back, and still doesn't have a date. But they were talking about it along with these crispy strips that are out now. So
I'm
they're
hoping
coming.
for grilled, kids.
I don't think that's coming. I know you keep saying that, but I don't think that's coming. And I keep waiting for that text from Brett to say, okay, the date is ... Get her ready.
Ho.
Is there a date?
It says, yes, McDonald's McWraps often include grilled chicken options. So that's all I needed to see. That's all.
But will they?
I know.
Yeah, but will they? They have, but will they? That's the question. Also want to mention our friends over at Ed White Auto Sales in Rensselaer. Go and like Ed White Auto Sales on Facebook. You'll see some of the different things that they have going on in the lot. Not to mention the fact that if you visit their website, you can apply for financing right there on the site. That's edwhiteautosales.com. And lastly, I got to mention another season in DeMott, 605 North Halleck Street in DeMott. So many great things. When we say a gift for any reason, they have all the stuff
They
there.
do.
For yourself, for a friend, for a teacher, for an aunt, for a coworker that you don't really know that well, and you just want to get them something cool just as a thank you for something. They've got you covered in every which way.
Well, and think about, like, if you're one of the type of people who just don't know, you want to give something, and then you're like, okay, but I don't know what to give them, so I don't know. But giving them nothing is not an option, and now I'm stuck in this like mind thing. You just walk in there and you say, I'm looking to buy a gift for a teacher. She's this, she's that, or I don't know. I need something. They've got charcuterie stuff that's adorable. We bought these little foodie plates, $6.
Yeah.
They just say foodie on them.
Yeah.
The mixes, I'm done now. I need to go back in and get the Stonewall syrup for pancakes, because you were making waffles, pancakes, and French toast. But yeah, I mean, they just have great stuff.
Along those lines, they also have Forever Flowers. And I'm telling you, if you're unsure, go to Another Season's Facebook page. So KB's prom is this Saturday. If you still need flowers for your prom, they can put you together. But get over there. They say, stop in, bring your dress.
Yeah.
They'll put something together. Forever Flowers. They're not going to get ruined. They're not going to, you can use them in following years. They're forever. They're and they look amazing.
Yeah,
check out the pictures.
They take
on
pride,
Another Season's Facebook
absolutely,
page.
because
Yes.
it's not going to be like, oh, this is the stuff that I get that's plasticky and looks fake.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope. Not like that.
Nope.
No. So check it out. It's they really do have
Tell
good
them
stuff.
Cheryl, the Another Season addict, sent you.
Yeah.
Just call me Asa.
Right.
Another Season addict. Are you an Asa? I'm an Asa. Another Season addict.
There you go. All right. So check them out. Another Season on Facebook and on Instagram. Okay. You were just talking about this, I think, off the air with me the other day.
Oh, okay.
About the idea of being scared to leave the kids in the car when they were young.
Never.
Because especially, you leave the car running so they could sit in the air or listen to the radio or whatever. You're always afraid. What if they got in there, somehow got the car in gear, did a thing? Well, people in Utah are shocked by a report that a 7-year-old boy somehow took his younger sister out for a joyride in the car.
Oy vey.
I don't know if that's what the Mormons say, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Drove his mother's car 10 miles through several towns. Thankfully, no one was hurt. But how in the world did a 7-year-old boy do this? So they talked about it on Channel 2, KUTV News. At approximately 8 a.m. on Sunday, officers with the local police department got a call about a reckless driver. The caller said the car wasn't staying in its lane and the driver appeared to be really young. You think? It's a really high traffic area for a little kid to be driving, said the officer. Okay, I'm gonna say even no traffic areas are probably bad for a kid to be driving. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. The police found out the boy and his younger sister had actually gotten behind the wheel roughly 10 miles away. He says, that's honestly crazy to me. I can't believe that they had the knowledge to really know how to drive a car and even reach the pedal, said May Dedloff, who works near the car stop. Where the car stopped. That was one of the officers. When police caught up with the juvenile driver, they pulled him over, but he didn't stop because he probably didn't know how. They chose not to chase him out of safety concerns. They later found the car about 3 miles down the road from where it was called in. The car hit a parking strip and was disabled. So I'm sure they probably followed it. And
it's got to be terrifying for the kid too, because all of a sudden he's moving.
Yes.
And now he's in full-on panic mode at 7. He's not trying to be a bad boy per se.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And even if, let's say he was at first,
Mm-hmm.
this is above his pay grade.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I just, yeah.
Didn't know what he was getting into over his head, where the steering wheel was.
And then as a parent, I think I would just lose it if I just ran into the gas station, ran out, and the car's gone with the kids.
Yep. Thankfully, both children are good and back with their guardians. No one was injured. The officer said that's a blessing. Really, being honestly, the fact that the child at 7 years old didn't crash the car, hurt anybody, kill somebody, including themselves, is insane. Just interesting that a child was not looked after for an extended amount of time to know that they drove a car all the way to Ogden, I guess. Dedloff, the woman, said, I wonder what the situation was like there. Where was his mom? Well, that's always going to be the question is how did this happen?
Yeah.
Where two youngsters got in the car and drove away. The officer, police officers have seen everything. They've seen it all.
Yeah.
Watch where you put your keys. Make sure your kids cannot access them. Make sure your kids can't take off with your car. It's a scary thought to think that they could even see over the steering wheel. I don't know that they could. I'm not sure how this worked.
Yeah, I don't either. It's 7.
It's 7.
Unless he's tall or long-legged. I don't know.
Still. I mean, so the Ogden Police Department and the mayor of Ogden declined an interview with the local news. They also reached out to the Clearfield Police Department, but they directed them back to Ogden Police, who were handling the situation. So they did say in a statement, though, that no charges are being pressed against the children due to their age and overall situation. So, I guess since no one was hurt or anything, that I guess they aren't really doing anything. So,
wow.
It says not against the children. I don't know what's going to go on with the parents.
Yeah.
That allowed this to happen. We don't know, but yeah, it's scary. That's yeesh. Speaking of being alert on the roads, a 2-vehicle crash happened in Alabama yesterday because of a kangaroo.
What?
You don't see a lot of kangaroos
in Alabama. No,
it's not something you run into all the time in Alabama. Again, thankfully, no injuries. A 2-vehicle crash involving a kangaroo occurred late Tuesday morning on Interstate 85, leading to temporary road closures. The incident happened around 11:50 in the morning. Troopers from Alabama law enforcement agencies Highway Patrol, along with the kangaroo's owner, responded to the scene to recover the animal. Both lanes were closed during the recovery process so they could get a hold of the kangaroo. The kangaroo was not injured in the crash, and the roadway has been reopened. That's the only news they have on this. No news on why this person in Alabama had a kangaroo.
Can you just keep a kangaroo? I mean, I don't
know. I kind of.
Yeesh.
Kind of want one, just for fun. Let them hop around our backyard. No, probably not. We probably shouldn't have one. You're
I used to think about giraffes because whenever I'd go to the zoo, I'm like, wow, they're really cool. Then I went to some in Wisconsin, they had this it was called a circus zoo, and you just go there and it was kind of lame, but they were obnoxious.
Yeah.
They spit at you. They
what, the giraffes?
Yes. Oh. I'm like, no more. Don't like giraffes anymore.
Well, we used to go to the giraffe at the pumpkin patch, and they were nice. They would eat our stuff.
Yeah.
So, all right. One more story. And I know this is radio, so the video isn't going to do it, but I just thought this was really kind of neat. A TikTok now has more than 5 million views. Some Massachusetts high school seniors did a rejection cake. They decorated the cake with flags from colleges that turned them down.
Oh.
Like with the logos.
Right. Did they smash it?
I don't know. I don't know if they smashed it or because they each did so it's a video of a bunch of different kids putting all the flags in there. One poor girl was rejected by a whole bunch of schools. Her whole cake was covered in a whole bunch of them. That said, it does say that she did end up going to college. So,
That time, that's such a tricky time that
Yeah.
I didn't really know from, because growing up in a Jewish parochial school, I knew exactly what the path was going to be for me,
Right,
like
that
and
was
what
just-
path
it
I
was
wanted. So I just
predetermined kind of, yeah.
doot. But when it came to our daughters, the oldest one got accepted to a college. We were all excited. She got a bunch of scholarships. We were all excited. Then I needed to find out how exactly you were going to pay. It was $60,000 a year or a semester. Which one? I think it was a year.
I think it was a year.
Right?
Yeah.
And then with all of her scholarships, there was still $30,000 out there. And the school literally said, cash, check, or charge.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I
was like,
left my wallet.
I go, well, if
You
we
know-
give you a check, it's going to bounce to the ceiling within.
You know what?
I mean,
the guy behind me is going to pay.
yeah,
for
screw the Dunkin' Donuts guy. Right. Yeah, I yeah, put it on his tab.
He said he's
yeah.
He said he's got it.
And
Oh,
and
man.
she didn't wind up going to that school.
No.
But here we thought, and then we had a full ride on the youngest at a college that, again, in Arizona, that didn't quite know how to handle the COVID situation,
Yeah.
where the entire school got sick.
Yeah, it was all bad.
And there
there,
was
yeah.
nowhere to stick the sick kids. Like,
Yeah. They kept sticking them in hotel rooms.
and then they kept telling us, well, you're going to have to discuss that with your daughter because she's an adult now. And I said, who do you think pays you? Like, seriously.
Right. Yeah.
Well, she's 18, so she's an adult now.
I know. The clock ticked over one digit.
One
and,
digit,
yeah,
right.
No.
That's all I thought of, especially
I
when
know.
Noah's turning 18. I'm like, oh, hello. Like,
Yeah,
this
so
is
much. It's so
like, I
much
just wanted to
changes, I
say,
know.
no. There's still 17 plus a day. That's,
Right. Right. Yep.
18 does not magically make it that
I know.
mommy and daddy are not paying for most everything at this point,
know.
and they don't need
know.
help.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Woo!
Absolutely.
So yeah, that whole thing, that was the first time as a parent that I felt, I don't want to say inept, but I felt like, gosh, I'm in
There's
over
no
my
way.
head, and
Yeah,
there's no way I know how to work my way through all this.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
the rejections turned out to be good in the long run. It didn't change the trajectory of their success.
Right.
It just taught us a whole lot that rejection is not like, let's go cry in a corner.
Right. Absolutely.
Not at all.
Yeah.
But so I like the rejection cake.
Yeah, I think
idea.
it's a fun thing
That's
that
a
they
fun
did. Yeah,
thing.
bunch of
That's
kids
great.
did that.
Great
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, really cool. All right, let's take a break, and then we'll come back and end on a high note. So stick around.
Ready to build your future? At St. Joseph's in Rensselaer, you won't just learn carpentry, you'll do it. Our building and trades program puts you on site with hands-on construction of a house, from foundation to roofing. Gain the skills that make a difference with small class sizes and flexible schedules. Your path to a career in building and trades starts now. Don't wait. Enroll today at stjo.edu.
Save big money on all lawn care products at Menards. Revolutionize your landscaping experience with our Dig-Free Edging, a hassle-free solution that transforms your outdoor space effortlessly. Our innovative edging system is designed for easy setup without disrupting your lawn. Save today on all Mastermark Dig-Free Edging at Menards. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Brad Gutwein from Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
In a small town, it's how you treat your customer. You treat everybody the way you want to be treated. It really is that simple. We have customers that we've been doing business with for 4 generations, and that is only because they trust us, we trust them, and that's the way you've got to build your business. We got to build any business.
Gutwein Motor Company in Monon has been serving the surrounding area for over 80 years.
Cars 80 years ago were pretty simple. But one thing that hasn't changed, the customer wants to feel like they're in charge of the transaction. They know what's going on, and they are comfortable with what's happening. That, I don't think, has ever changed. We always want to be upfront with the customer, tell them exactly what's happening, exactly the process that's going to happen. One thing I would like to say to everybody that has supported us over the 80 years, thank you very much.
You'll like the way we do business at Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
Moms mean so much to us for so many reasons.
She makes the best grilled cheeses that I ever had. Watching some shows with her. That she takes me to the park. I make cake with her. She gives me a good night kiss. When she spent time with me.
Show your mom the love she deserves through the perfect gifts and forever flowers from another season in DeMott. She'll love you for it. Guaranteed.
To all our moms out there, thank you for all you do, day in and day out. Happy Mother's Day from all of us at another season.
Another season, 605 North Halleck Street in DeMott. Like them on Facebook, follow on Instagram.
Hi, this is Cole Reisner. What are your insurance needs and how can we help? At Gutwein and Reisner Insurance Agency, we always put our customers first. By listening to your needs, we can offer the right protection for you. Whether it's home, auto, crop, business, or farm insurance, Gutwein and Reisner Insurance Agency is there for you with personalized service through Indiana Farmers Insurance. Contact us at 219-866-5854 or visit us on the Courthouse Square along the bricks on Harrison Street.
This is a paid sponsorship, not an endorsement by this program or station. Texting, privacy policy, and terms and conditions posted at textplane.us. Texting and rules for recurring automated text marketing messages. Messaging data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. Consult a doctor prior to use.
If you've thought about trying Ozempic, Wegovy, or other GLP-1 medications, you probably know that they can be expensive and hard to get access to. But not anymore. There's this great company called Zelthy. They're 100% online, and if you qualify, their prescribers can prescribe medications like Ozempic, Wegovy, and other GLP-1 medications that are 80 to 90% less expensive. That's right. No long wait to the doctor's office or pharmacy. Everything is shipped right to your door. Zelthy can also provide semaglutide or tirzepatide, the active ingredients in Ozempic and other expensive GLP-1s, but for 80 to 90% less. This is a great time to see if you qualify for GLP-1 medications with Zelthy, and all you have to do to get started is send them a text. Just text IMPACT to 200-300. Don't wait. Text right now for a link to your exclusive offer. Text the word IMPACT to 200-300. That's IMPACT to 200-300. IMPACT to 200-300.
ZipRecruiter is the place. ZipRecruiter is the place for talented teachers, savvy software developers, and master mixologists. ZipRecruiter is the place where you meet all these people and more. That's because ZipRecruiter is the place for job seekers who are looking for new opportunities. In fact, ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day, so you can find the right candidates right away. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
You ready to rock? Rock me!
The Q, 97.7 FM WLQI.
All righty. It is time for us to wrap up another Fun Time Wednesday. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. But before we leave, because we never leave without ending on a high note.
This is the Q.
Oh, yeah.
Hey. Don't jump ahead on me. That's what comes after the high note.
I was like, where's my music?
There's the music we're looking for.
All right. So today's high note is brought to us by Shane Steele. May we stop seeing ourselves through the eyes of people who never saw us. May we stop seeing ourselves through the eyes of people that never saw us.
Okay. Interesting.
Meaning we try to adjust and all this stuff. They never saw us to begin with. So why take that in?
Why give them that thing?
That
all
much
right.
power. Right. May we
All
stop
right.
seeing ourselves through the eyes of people that never saw us.
Huh.
You didn't like that one. I could tell you're like, okay, that's making my head hurt.
No. I just had to give it some thought. Stop seeing yourself through the eyes of people that never saw you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That does feel a little like one of those Google like deep things. Like,
you're welcome.
Don't always hang out with your kangaroo when you're in the mood for a word.
No, it's not.
It's like,
come on.
Dylan from Goodstock says, Steve, would you box a kangaroo and make for a great summer fundraiser? No. No, and I won't jump a shark on skis either. All right. Well, thank you guys for listening. Hope you enjoyed listening to the show today as much as we enjoyed doing it. Have yourself just a fantastic Wednesday. We're going to do it all again tomorrow right here in Touhyville. Take care.
97.7 FM WL.